Listen,
Get your
it
schedule.
is not clear. Well, it's not. It isn't. It isn't my schedule, but it is. I guess technically, clearly up to me when we go live and when we don't go live. But also, it's not. Speaking of which, I should probably send out a tweet, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Let people know we're live. That's the thing. That's the thing that I'm supposed to do.
We're live.
Eggplant emoji.
Live from
we
New York.
Are
it's Saturday
live. Eggplant emoji. Katie
Wassam.
SES quotations eventually.
Yeah. When? Who knows?
Talk. Hashtag. I wish I could just like I should just type this out and save it in my notes and then copy and paste and just be done.
You should.
But it isn't up to me because like it's your guys' show too. Like you and Vince are my co-hosts. This is a collaborative effort. I know you feel like getting off is more your show than Smackin It Raw is, and I appreciate that. I love that about you. We've got some cool things coming because of that. But like,
very excited.
It is something I want to discuss. It's not someone I just want to be like, hey. That was violent.
Bless you 3 times.
And that's something I want to be like just one day. Hey, by the way, I'm going to need you guys an hour earlier. Show up. Like, I'm not a dick. I'm not a dictator. Though,
you're not.
Because you're cater tot. If I was a dick and we were tag team, we could be dictator.
Dictator.
Yeah.
Cater tot is probably one of my favorite nicknames I've ever received.
I'm just going to use this because I don't have anything saved. Twitch.tv/Smackin It Raw. No, Creation World. You almost let me do that. That's fucked up, Katie. I almost sent somebody to a Twitch that didn't actually. The Smackin It Raw Twitch, I think it exists, but there's nothing there.
It's not live.
It's definitely
it's a channel. That's how I feel when people like follow like mine. Like if I'm like in somebody's chat.
That reminds me.
Why are you following me? I don't do anything on mine. Follow my shows.
I gotta be in on the Twitch, so that way. All right, if I'm logged in on Twitch, how do I go into the stream that's live that we're doing right now? So I can like kick people out if they get all shitty.
You would have to if you just go on. I mean, there's a few ways you could probably do it. Oh, well, Pretty Kyle's here.
Okay, so a few ways I could do it doesn't help me. I'm here. I'm on Twitch. I'm logged into Creation World. I'm just looking at like a front page, like for you, follow channels. Where the fuck do I go?
You should, like, when you go onto Twitch, I'm trying to remember, like, the desktop layout. If you go, fuck, hold on. It's, like, weird when it's not in front of me. Which, I don't know who the fuck that is. Please get out of here.
Get whispers, notifications, follow channels, browse, following, discover Luna. I don't know who the fuck Luna is.
Who the fuck is Luna?
Do I have to search my own stream since we're live?
You should just be able to, like, on the side, it should just show, like, everyone who's live right now, all the channels you follow.
Yeah, but I don't think we follow ourselves.
But, like, if you just go, hold on. I don't know if this will fuck up this. If I do this. Let me go into mine and look how I do it. All right, when I go onto mine, I see my front page. If you click your little picture in the top right corner.
Yes.
It should like have a drop down menu like channel, video producer, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Go to video producer. And then you should see past VODs. And then on the left, it's like home, stream manager alerts, that kind of stuff. Do you see that?
Home stream manager, yes. I'm
So
assuming
go to stream manager. Yeah. And then the stream should pop up.
Look at me learning how to do things.
It's hard to like when it's not in front of me to like look. But we got there. We did it. Bienvenido.
All right. Now, okay. Reply, pin this message. How do I boot somebody?
You should be able to like just click on their name and then you should say like timeout. Block, yeah.
Report.
Yeah.
Ban, timeout. Okay, good. Talk some shit, Kyle. I got powers now. I love you. I'm gonna see Pretty Kyle tomorrow.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. All right. So now I gotta tag people.
Tweet?
No, dude, I got distracted doing the other shit. It's made. I gotta tag the people.
Hey.
You just said dude
yeah,
and dick. Right?
Dude, dick, and bitch are
and of the three things you just said, which one would you prefer me to call you?
I mean, well, I am a bitch, so like I would understand.
But you don't want me calling you bitch.
You can call me bitch in like a fun way.
Bitch, please.
Exactly. Like that's fun. But if somebody like calls me a bitch, like in a mean way, hands will be thrown, things will be thrown, bodies on the ground.
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable calling you bitch. I really don't.
That's fair. I appreciate that then. You don't have to. I'm just saying you're allowed.
I have so many leniencies.
Yeah. You're my podcast dad, remember?
More than that.
Hey.
Other dad has stepped up.
One of the best things somebody ever fucking said. He's not a stepfather. He's the father who stepped up. Shut up. It's funny, but stop it. Oh, God, my spine.
All right, there's 10. Post. I might just use that thumbnail every week.
What thumbnail? Oh, hold on. Just church.
Smackin It Raw approved, baby.
Smackin It Raw approved.
All right. Kyle, since you're the only one here and we love you, Vince will be showing up at any point in time throughout the show. We have no idea when. So it'll just be me and Katie for a little bit. We're gonna have some fun, just like we're going to tomorrow. But Will be joining us tomorrow. So,
and maybe Justin, or no Justin.
I think Justin.
Because he keeps talking about the movies. So like I'm assuming
he said he was down for this, and he also said he took off every Monday in March, and technically Monday is a Monday in March. So
technically, it's like 3 days into the fucking month.
Speak of a man whore, and he shall appear. Hi, Will. All right. I'm going to run the intro.
Okay.
No, I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the #1 wrestling podcast on places where you can find people having sex on the internet, the Smackin It Raw podcast. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter. And if you guys could see what is now become a pre-show ritual for Katie and I as the intro runs, she is my co-host, host of the She Leads Showcase, Inside the Mind of In the Crowd, and Story Time with Miss Katie Kinsey Bay.
Hello.
I gotta add getting off to that now too, in the run of things. As I said before, if you guys are just tuning in, Vince will be with us eventually. He is wedding shopping right now. Has been since 4:00, so I don't blame him if he didn't show up, because that's 7 fucking hours with
Jesus.
your fiance and her best friend shopping for wedding shit, and I might blow my brains out.
Wow.
As someone who's been through a wedding, unless you like really, really enjoy the wedding planning side, and like it's not just a dictatorship of what your wife wants.
Fair.
7 hours is a lot.
I mean,
7 hours is a lot.
7 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
How you been, Katie?
I'm good. I'm all right. My breathing still kind of sucks, but you know, it's fine.
I saw you got back in the gym.
Yeah. Well, because it was cold and gross outside for like 3 months. I was like, I'm not going when the weather's bad. And then I got bronchitis. And now I was like, oh, I think I'm good. And then I was only there for like an hour, and I was like, I could hear myself wheezing. I was like, I gotta go home. Fuck this. I'm done.
If you guys aren't following Katie Wrestling 13 Wrestling on the Twitters, you've been missing quite a time. She's been having a good time. She's back to the thirst traps and things. So yeah,
if he dies, he dies. That's all I gotta say.
Go support her and the things that she's doing. And go check out her over at the She Leads Showcase on Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah.
Dropped up a sub. Speaking of all of those things, I want to thank everyone who is joining us live, whether you are joining us at twitch.tv/Creation World, where if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. If you have Prime Gaming, you get a free sub every month when you link your Prime Gaming account to your Twitch account. There you go. Got it.
Yeah.
Words, mouth. Link the 2 accounts, you get a free sub every month. Give it to us. You can give it to Katie. Give it to Will over at Ribbit City Radio. Any of your favorite content creators, please support those of us who are here doing the job for you, coming to entertain you, for the people that I bring on and forced to tell me at least 10 times a show whether they spit or swallow and what it is they'd like to spit or swallow. All of those things, or me for constantly getting new people on to spit or swallow for your enjoyment. Whatever it is that you want to support, please go support them, because it costs you absolutely nothing. You're already paying for Amazon Prime. You guys can also be checking us out at youtube.com/Creation World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Katie, what does that do?
Boost the algorithm and help find new listeners.
Oh, Tino's here. I'm going to be doing a show with Tino soon too. What up, Tino? Yes, it boosts the algorithm, helps us find new listeners, which is very important to me, ladies and gentlemen. Not just because I do this and I've been doing it for 7 years and I like to think I'm decent at it. But there's this thing about me you guys might not know if you guys are just tuning in. Katie, what am I?
A whore.
For your likes, for your comments, for your views, for your listens. Nothing gets me harder than your attention. So please give me as much attention as possible. Get me as hard as you can, and come enjoy the show. And if you like getting me hard, maybe some of your loved ones would like to get me hard too. So why don't you share me around with them? Let them experience how hard I can get, how hard we go here on Smackin It Raw, and get a fucking laugh out of them like Katie's struggling not to do now.
Gross.
We do got to beat the dang algorithm. So do all of that. Support us and support our friends. We've had Tino on, we've had Will on, we've had Apron Bump on, 3 great people who are in the chat right now. No, you cannot get me soft. I don't come soft. Double entendre.
Ay, Dios mío.
All right. With all of that said, Katie, take it over.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I only have 2 things, and the same 2 things that I had on She Elite, and they're both a little espresso depresso, if you will.
Okay.
Because 2 legends, if you will, passed away this past week. One being Ole Anderson, who apparently is not Arn Anderson's brother or related to Arn Anderson in any way, shape, or form.
Correct.
That's what Will told me in my chat, and I was blown away. I said, "No way, that's crazy." But again, I don't know any of that wrestling shit from back in the day because I'm young.
Yeah, no, it was definitely kind of like the Kane and Undertaker brothers situation. It definitely wasn't a biological brother situation.
See, but like it'd be a lot cooler if like Kane and Undertaker were like really brothers.
Yes and no. Because
Like I don't know, Glenn Jacobs is an actual piece of fucking shit. Like before we knew he was a piece of shit, you know.
Politically,
could be a real person. Like could be in his daily life too. Yeah. So Ole Anderson passed, and then Pennsylvania native. He was living in I think Monroeville, which isn't that far from me. Virgil sadly passed away. That sucks. He just seemed like such a nice man. He had a lot of health problems towards the end. He was 61. That sucks. I don't like this.
Not to take away from the sadness, because yes, rest in peace, Virgil. And again, thoughts and prayers to the families of Virgil and Ole Anderson. Rest in peace, Ole, as well. Didn't get us a point on our Deadpool, either of them.
No, there's one man and one man only I need off my list.
I'm just saying, if someone's gonna go, at least give me a point, right? And Virgil, Vincent in WCW. So do you know obviously Vincent was Vince McMahon, right? He worked for the $1 Million Man, came over, they called him Vincent, but he was Virgil in WWE because Virgil is Dusty Rhodes' real name, and he was the booker at the time.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I love learning new things in wrestling.
So
I didn't know that.
Shots. They've been firing shots for fucking ever back and forth. This is not a new thing between WWE and AEW. So yes, rest in peace them. It is sad news. I guess we should talk about it since we're here. King of the Fuck Boys, Matthew Riddle, my arch nemesis, went on Ariel Helwani's show and discussed his release from WWE, and with zero remorse said that he got busted for doing cocaine numerous times. Not just at a strip club. So the first time he said he went to the strip club, he did cocaine. And that the way WWE tests is sometimes they test at the end of the month, sometimes they test at the beginning. So they test him at the end of one month and the beginning of the next. And because it was back to back like that, they kind of let that one slide. And he's like, all right, I fucked up. I'll be good. And he's like, and then I waited until like the heat died down. And then I went and I did it again. And I got caught again. And like no remorse for the fact that he just threw away an opportunity that thousands of people would kill for to have, that he was given. I'm not against the use of illicit substances necessarily. I know there are some things in America that are illegal that shouldn't be. I don't think cocaine is one of those, whether it is recreational or not, or just for, like, I know I saw a lot of people like, oh, he's a real one for that, and blah, 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 and oh, cocaine's not that bad. I disagree, because like if you take marijuana, right, and you break it down and you like extract from it, you get CBD. CBD is used for like medicine and shit like that. What do you do when you do things to crack? You get crack when you alter cocaine. That's what you get. For all you crackhead Karens out there. So like not the same thing. It's not. I've been on the hashtag Ritter over Riddle campaign for a while, and fuck Matt Riddle. And I listen, like I've always said he's not my type of white people, and it's because of the whole thing. Stephen Will said, as a recreational narcotics user, cocaine is one of those don't do this type of drugs. And I've done it. I've done it once off a titty. I did one time. Not even going to sit here and pretend like I've never tried it. I tried it. It's not for me.
I will say on record, I have never tried it, nor will I ever. So I got
there's a lot of things you can get to do when boobs are involved. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, because titties. That's why.
But I've been on the fuck Matt Riddle train for a while. He's not my kind of white people. And this is exactly why. And it's not because he did cocaine. It's the lack of remorse for his actions. The fact that he basically intentionally fucked up such a good thing. Like there were people that loved him that were behind him. If he had done the right thing and not fucked around, he probably eventually, much to my dismay, would have been world champion. But he gives me that I've always got the vibe that he's one of those guys who does fucked up shit to people and then he's just like, which is that stupid fucking pose that he does, like, oh well, sorry, I fucked your wife, like that kind of shit. And trust me, I'm sure he's that guy. I'm sure he's fucked a few people's wives. He's just like, sorry, bro. I don't know. He's not my type of people. So yeah, that happened, and fuck Matt Riddle.
Yeah, I just don't. I've never liked him as a human being, so like I was just like not about it. Not my type of white people at all.
I do have it on good authority that he's moving to Arizona ASAP. So already looking for houses, specifically Phoenix. We'll talk about it.
Well, specifically Glendale.
Yeah.
Glendale, Arizona was where it was.
Well, he said Glendale's near Phoenix, and Phoenix is blah, 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 blah. So specifically Phoenix.
Well, it's because Glendale didn't get a pop and Phoenix did. So
who's ever heard of Glendale, Arizona? Before last night, I don't think I've ever heard Glendale, Arizona before.
I might have, but I don't know in what context I would have. I don't know. I know useless information. Leave me alone.
Hey, no, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Well, we've covered cocaine use. We've covered deaths. I guess it's time to do the fun part of the show and spit or swallow. Katie.
Yeah.
Spit or swallow.
Where do I want to start? That's the thing. I'm gonna swallow the street fight tag team match on Monday Night Raw. The New Day coming out in the jeans and the hockey jerseys, as you do, because street fights. Taking on Imperium. What are you doing? I don't trust what Matt's doing. Anyways, it was a good match. I'm a little sad that New Day lost, but like again, a part of me is just like hoping this is just some ploy to like somehow get Big E back soon to like take on Big Goon. But like, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm just a little sad about it still. But it was a great match. I love me a good street fight, tables, kendo sticks. It's a fun time.
Was that because they had a street fight match on, maybe it was Ring of Honor. Dude, I watched so much wrestling because I had to watch that 4-hour Ring of Honor pay-per-view.
Which is wild.
One of the shows I watched, someone was like, why are there always kendo sticks under the ring? Like one of the commentators said that. I wasn't sure if it was during this match, it was something on AEW, or if it was something on Ring of Honor.
Could have been any of the three, honestly.
But I popped for it. So
because kendo sticks.
All right. We love ourselves some New Day, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. And dude, I'm with you. Big E. Please, if medically cleared and at all possible, we would love to have you back. We would love to see you dethrone Big Goon. Because that is literally big meaty men literally slapping meat. Like
slapping meat.
Gunther chops you in a way that makes your chest look like Kofi Kingston's, and Big E, I think, is the only man on this planet with bigger titties than me. So like,
Big E got some big tits, and I love that about him, honestly.
A couple of pork chops. So I'm gonna swallow the NXT situation between Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes. So Dragunov kicks off the show. Chill.
I'm just making sure that's involved.
He comes out. He's like, I want to fight. Melo's like, listen, you don't get to touch me unless there's a signed paper from Ava saying that belt's going to be on the line. That's all I want. They go back. They interview. Almost like he's kicked back. He's got security and shit. And he's like, not until I see that contract. Not until I see that contract. So at the end of the night, we get a contract signing between Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes with Ava Raine out there. She's got the contract. And before anything gets said and done, ladies and gentlemen, the Don of NXT,
That's
Tony
amazing.
D'Angelo, who told us he's got bigger plans, he's got bigger things in motion. Earlier tonight, he was checking out Luca, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh,
he'll be important once he's part of the family, but he's not important right now because he's not officially in yet. But Luca, the dude that dresses like a lawyer, he told Stax, go get him. And Stax is like, right now, he's like, no, I got more important business to handle right now. But after I handle business, go get him. We need him. We'll talk to him. We're gonna bring Luca into the family. But anyway, Tony's like, listen, if we're gonna talk about championships, I think I deserve to be in this discussion. And Mello, he's got a security around the ring. Mello's like, no, you need to get the fuck out of here. And Tony's like, snaps his fingers. Security leaves. He's like, I'm the Don of NXT. I have all the power around here. Mello's looking around like, what the fuck just happened? Just sent his security away. He's sick of being disrespected. He's not standing for it. Tony's like, listen, I'm not asking to be given a shot. I want to earn it. So I'll beat Mello next week and get that shot. And here's the thing, not to get ahead of myself because I do that sometimes, right? But we know that the money match with Carmelo Hayes isn't Carmelo Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship. It's Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams. That's where we're going. That's what we need at Stand and Deliver. That's what's going to make me stand and deliver like I took Blue Chew. Is Carmelo Hayes, Trick Mello. Like, it's Trick Mello gang one-on-one. Which means it only makes sense to me, whether it is from an assistance through Trick Williams or just on his own prowess because he is the motherfucking Don of NXT, that Tony D'Angelo defeats Carmelo Hayes and goes on to Stand and Deliver to face Ilya Dragunov for the title. And I'll just be happy to have him in the main event of basically NXT's WrestleMania for the championship if we can do that. Like, that'll make me happy. If he wins, I am going to be fucking, and I told you this last week, I will be insufferable on this podcast. Vince might not show the fuck back up because you won't be able to tell me shit if Tony D defeats Ilya Dragunov and wins that title at Stand and Deliver. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. He hasn't done a whole lot of singles shit. I'm not expecting it. I'm not. I want to see him go out there, put on a good show against one of the greatest NXT champions of all time, really sell himself, do some shit, get himself established. I'm not expecting him to win. But if he does win, y'all are going to fucking hate me. You really are.
Yep. Listen, well, I wouldn't. Because, like, if I get to see that shit, if I get to see Tony D'Angelo win the NXT title in person, I'm going to lose my shit. Because that would be the fucking coolest thing in the world. First, Ilya Dragunov, who is a monster of a human being. This man, I dare someone to tell him wrestling is fake because this man would beat your ass. The way he trains, he's quoting both Uncle Iroh and Zuko from Avatar: Last Airbender. If you know anything about that show, you don't fuck with those characters. Those are some top-notch people. And, like, Public Enemy is the best fucking account. They always tweet when Ilya does this shit, and they're like, Carmelo needs to run away. This was, again, before Tony D'Angelo got involved. But I agree. Tony D, Ilya, Stand and Deliver. Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, Stand and Deliver. It needs to happen. Give it to me, please. I don't ask for much, you know? Like, I'm already going to Philly. I'm not going to be in a media room, even though I deserve to be, but that's a whole other fucking story. I deserve this. Just me. I deserved that. You know? I do. So, like, I know somebody's listening. Paul or Sean, somebody, Hickenbottom or Levesque. I know y'all are listening. Give me Mello, Trick, Ilya, Tony. Please. That's all I ask.
I'm in control here, and you're going to give me what I want. I'm in control here.
Still on loop. God damn it, Vince. It starts on loop. Not just that, right? So when I came into your chat, Jesus was there, Roadblockians rise, and I am on the because Mello versus Tony D with the opportunity for Tony to go on to stand and deliver is happening at Roadblock. I am officially on the Roadblockian. Listen, all the dick puns, right? Roadblockians rise. If Tony wins, I will be standing and delivering a full load in my pants. Like, no bullshit. And Carmelo, we still love Carmelo Hayes. We do love Carmelo Hayes, but it's just he's got more important business with Trick to handle. We need to get that shit settled because he did some shady shit.
He's a hoe.
Carmelo also took out Ilya, put Tony through a table. Like, was not happy that he has to have a match because bad guys
has to earn his opportunity.
Exactly.
Like, you got to do your damn job and wrestle. Fuck off.
I'm all for it. I loved the end of it. I loved the end of NXT. Like, that was the most me.
That's great.
Katie, spit or swallow?
I don't even know how I topped that. That was just insane.
You can't top me.
I can't. Okay, well, I'll stick to NXT for a second. Some people might not be happy with the decision that was made or why this person decided to come back to NXT under a different name. I'm swallowing Shawn Spears return to NXT. I have been a Shawn Spears girly from day one when he was Ty Dillinger and in AEW. Didn't get the love he deserved. The perfect fucking 10. He is now going by Shawn Spears, which I thought was cool. Because, like, we thought that Naomi would still go by Trinity, and that did not. So the fact that he's going by Shawn now instead of Ty Dillinger, I'm okay with that. But him being the one behind those creepy ass vignettes, was not expecting that in any capacity. I was fooled. I was bamboozled, if you will, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine. I like being tricked. I like not being told what's gonna happen. I like being surprised in wrestling still. Like, I didn't see a single fucking dirt sheet about Shawn coming back to NXT. Nada, nothing. It's cool. And he took out Ridge Holland's bitch ass, who interrupted the ladies trying to have a nice little girly gay moment in the ring. Like, let my stalker and her stalky have their time in the ring to talk about the opportunity that they're going to get next week. Let them just have their time, but you're going to come out here and demand it? She's the NXT Women's Champion, sir. How dare you?
So let's talk about that. Lyra and Tatum come out because Tatum was told if she stayed away from the ringside during the Shotzi title match last week, which Shotzi unfortunately got injured in, and then became a Lash Legend title match, that she would get a gift. And she kept, to my surprise, to Katie's surprise, to Lyra's surprise, Tatum kept her word. And she stayed the fuck out. This week, she was hanging out just next to ringside, waiting for her in so she could crawl over the barricade. But, you know, Lyra came out. She's like, I still owe Shotzi a title shot when she gets back because she's going to still be champion at that point, apparently. Who knows?
Allegedly.
She also gives Lash her flowers for her performance in the match, which, again, we talked about a great fucking match. Lash wrestled twice that night. I remember when people were talking shit about Lash early on, and now look where we are. Tatum said she'd do anything for Lyra and has proven her devotion. I mean, proven herself. And Lyra's like, listen, at Roadblockians motherfucking rise. That might be Roadblockians rise might be the title this week. They are challenging for the tag team titles against Kairi Sane and Asuka. Bukkake Warriors. Is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Then, as they're celebrating this moment, Tatum's all excited. As you said, Ridge Holland comes out. Here's the thing. I don't care who the mystery man would have been at the because I love Lyra Valkyria. I really do.
Yeah.
And I love what Tatum Paxley is doing. Like, this is my favorite thing going on right now, right? We talked about it. We talked about it. Mickey James, Trish Stratus, that whole thing. Probably not going to go there, but I'm just saying.
It might.
You never know. So, as this happens, Ridge Holland comes out. I didn't give a fuck who the mystery man was. As soon as I saw they were interrupting him, that dude got a swallow. And then it's fucking Shawn Spears. Again, completely fooled me. Like, had no idea. Kay, that color looks really nice on you.
Oh, thank you.
I hadn't heard shit. None of our friends were talking about Shawn Spears returning to NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Will hadn't told me anything if he knew about it. He kept it quiet. So, like, yeah, no, out of nowhere. And he came back with a chair. Shawn Spears is the chairman, and he beat Ridge's ass for being a prick and basically Kanye Westing our women's champion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm assuming you guys are finished. I have something really important to talk. Nothing
Like, y'all fucking done.
Ridge, nothing you have to say is anywhere near as important as anything that the women's champion has to say. And you deserved every shot you took with that chair for your bullshit.
Bitch.
So I'm with you 100%.
Shawn Spears. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm so happy.
I'm just disappointed we're not going to have the perfect 10 music and perfect 10 gimmick, and that he can't come out at every Royal Rumble at number 10, because that is something that needed to happen.
I did have a little bit of hope this year because I was like, oh, maybe he will come back as number 10. He didn't.
It would have
been
a little
sad.
It would have been great.
But
yeah,
that's okay. He got to do it when it was like at its peak. So like I will always love that moment.
You know what moments I look forward to every Monday and I am loving?
Oh. Okay.
Green moments.
Okay.
Chelsea Green moments. Chelsea's backstage spitting facts. Nobody wanted to see Raquel in the Elimination Chamber. They wanted Chelsea. Fact. Raquel did lose the Elimination Chamber, so kind of like wasted that whole opportunity. Fact. She did say she was going to kick Raquel's ass. That I really couldn't co-sign, and she did not. Raquel did come out and win that match, but like she had the energy. She has been a fucking joy in everything she does. Do you remember when Chelsea Green left and like she said, I had all of these ideas for characters that I want to do, and everyone shat all over her and said all of her ideas were stupid and how terrible she was and this and that. And again, here she is fucking killing it. And I love watching the IWC be wrong about shit because I enjoy that. I know some of our friends don't necessarily like Chelsea Green, but
DC.
I enjoy Chelsea Green. TC, yeah. But I enjoy Chelsea Green and what she's been doing. I'm down.
It's more so like the Karen gimmick, but like it's not as extreme as like when it first started. She just always wants to talk to upper management, even though that literally is Adam Pearce, and she can't seem to understand that.
He's not upper management.
In that realm, it kind of is. I mean, he's not. He's no Nick Aldis because like that man.
He's basically
amazing.
And I'm not a fan of this show, but he's basically Michael from The Office.
Okay, I don't like The Office either. That's fair. But it's like it's Chelsea's gimmick, and then I mean you have to give props where props due. Samantha announcing Chelsea Green is the best. It's in the game. It's in the new game. Like that's how over it got, and people were pissed when management told Samantha she's not allowed to announce Chelsea like that anymore.
Why would they tell her that?
I don't know, but like she didn't do it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and people were like, "Where the fuck is the nice Chelsea Green entrance announcement?" And it came back. It's just like it adds something to the character. Like Chelsea talked about it when she did Chris Van Fleet's podcast not that long ago. Like she didn't know Samantha was going to announce it like that, and Chelsea like mouths it every time she comes down. Now it's just like it's fun. It's part of like the funness.
I will say this. I know people are gonna WWE shouldn't listen to the internet fans and give them everything they want and blah 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 blah. But here's the thing: like when something's over and the fans enjoy it and they want it, and it enhances a character like this with Chelsea Green. Yeah. Props to them for bringing, like, not making it a thing and like taking it away from us and like for giving it back to us if that is the case. If it wasn't a ploy or whatever, because you know you've also got they took it away just to make us say we wanted it so they could give it back to us, and then they never really had a problem. Whatever the dumb shit people say on the internet all the time. I fucking hate people. They give it back to us again. It enhances her character. It makes her unique, and that's what wrestlers are supposed to do. Like they're supposed to stand out.
Yeah,
they're supposed to get a pop. Even sometimes if you're a heel, like The Rock will come out and call you crackhead Karens and meth head Marys and still get a pop. I know a varying opinion on that. That's okay. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, no, I love Chelsea Green and what she's been doing. A little worried. Haven't seen Piper in like a week or two.
She might be okay. I haven't heard if she was hurt or anything. She might just be taking a little break. Soon.
I just hope that this isn't like okay, we had our fun with you, now back of the line.
I hope that's not the case either. When that's the case, who do I gotta fight?
This Piper's fantastic.
Piper's fucking phenomenal. I love everything about her. We stand Piper.
Spit or swallow?
Okay, no, you brought it up. I'm spitting the bloodline segment. We're doing it now. I get it. Dwayne's back. Hoorah. I love Dwayne. Sure. Cool. It said so many words, but said nothing at the exact same fucking time. Called Seth Rollins a clown emoji like 15 fucking times. Couldn't think of another insult to call Seth that wasn't clown related, and it was only like 2. Talked so much, just kept trying to pop Solo for whatever fucking reason. Like, Solo's stoic for a reason.
Same reason everyone tried to pop The Undertaker.
I don't care. Not right now.
Okay.
And also the thing that was pissing me off about that was the fucking blackouts. Because someone in the crowd had a Die Rocky Die sign. That's why there was blackouts. Which, if that was a big deal, I mean, it wasn't in the 90s because the 90s were a time. Why let them have that in the building? And B, why do you keep panning to it or having it shown? Like, that's on y'all.
So here's my thing. I'm wondering if Fox was censoring it and it wasn't an issue for WWE, but it was an issue for Fox. I don't know how all of that works on broadcast television.
I don't either. Because
I feel like WWE, like with Chance, they just block it out. That part of it was a big spit for me. The 90s were a time. That could also be a title. Write that down.
I'm writing it down.
I'm going to allow you to finish.
Thank you. I'm going to let you finish, but
Kanye precisely, actually, yeah.
Yeah, literally that. Yeah, so that was pissing me off. The Rock just literally saying nothing. The crackhead thing was kind of funny, just because The Rock being a heel is usually funny, 9 times out of 10. Then we knew it was going to be some form of tag match. He just talked so long. That segment was 30 plus minutes long. For what reason? For what actual fucking reason? Your SmackDown show is 2 hours. 2 hours. And I got a half an hour of Roman not appreciating people for not applauding him. I don't even know how I'm trying to phrase that. People weren't applauding him like they used to. Like, acknowledge me. Yeah, he wasn't being acknowledged. He's like fucking Tinkerbell. When he's not being acknowledged, he wants to disappear. Take it easy, Tinkerbell. And then Paul's like, oh, after this commercial break.
That's the title.
I'm writing that down as well. And then Paul was like, oh, commercial break. Dwayne's coming out after. I was like, this is still going on? Mind you, that whole first part was like 10 minutes. And then we had another fucking 20 minutes on top of that. Plus the commercial. I was not even really paying attention towards the end of it anymore because he just kept saying the same shit over and over.
Okay. You and I had very different experiences with this. So, hold on.
I'm listening.
Let me give you my side of it. First and foremost, again, shout out to our friends, Allison and Will over at Rivet City Radio and Botch Spots and Chair Shots. It was a week or two ago. They had Self-Bet Wrestling on, and they talked about The Rock and how The Rock is doing the same shit that he's always kind of done. And Self-Bet was saying it doesn't work for him. Like, you need to be different in 2024 than you were in 1998. And while I hear that, I'm also of the thought process that if there's a band that I liked in 1998 and they're coming to play a show in 2024, I don't want to hear them play new music. I want to hear the shit that I like to listen to in 1998.
Fair.
It's not like they're coming out with a brand new album and going on a new run and blah, blah, blah. Like, they're coming out for a tour. They're going to play their hits. They're going to play the shit we want to hear. And then tour's over, right? That's what The Rock is doing. That's the way I look at it. I love the fact that we are getting heel Versace 1998 The Rock. I have told you multiple times that the men's wrestling in WWE has not really given me much that I've really gave a shit about that. I'm mostly watching for the women, that's where my enjoyment comes from professional wrestling right now. Until the Cody shit. And I went and I talked about it on TikTok, the low of Cody giving his spot to The Rock, to the high of him coming out at the press conference and all of that. But what I noticed is The Rock was being the guy that I know, the guy that I grew up on, the guy that probably doesn't play so well in 1998, talking about how Phoenix is known for crack and meth, calling people crackhead. Sorry, swallowed something. Crackhead Karens and meth head Marys, and how they all want him and his 22-inch piece of paradise, and he's talking about his arms, not his dick. All of that, and popping me in the process because it's the fucking Rock, and it's the strudel, and it's the pie, and it's all the shit that I grew up, right? I'm watching Roman Reigns, and I'm watching Roman Reigns utterly frustrated at how popular The Rock is. I'm watching Roman Reigns completely uncomfortable at the fact that The Rock came in and took all of his shit away. I'm watching Roman Reigns wanting to leave, and Paul Heyman being like, we can't leave because The Rock's coming out. And Roman's like, I'm the fucking tribal chief. Why does that matter? Like, that has got me. And then at the end, when Roman Reigns comes in and he says, I'm going to need you to stop that if you smell real quick. I need one thing from you. I'll do anything for my family, but I need one thing from you. Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
And the look on The Rock's face before he did it, everyone's still talking about the L instead of the 1, which, you know, maybe he's just got a fucked up hand. Maybe he can't bend his stuff. I don't know. Like, there's so many possibilities of where this can go. We're getting a tag match on night 1, which, if it main events, I will say not happy about that because Bayley won the Royal Rumble, deserves that spot. Again, Young Kings Wrestling talked about it. I disagree with I hear their standpoint. The biggest matches should close the show, but also you tell us that the winner of the Royal Rumble main events the show. To me, there is one main event. It is the last event on the show, the last match on the show. That should go equally to the women as it does the men. And it is your job to make that story as big and important as possible to warrant main eventing one of the nights when you pick the person to win the Royal Rumble. That is on booking. That is not on the talent. Not blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Tag team match with the stipulation. If Cody wins, there will be no bloodline at all, right? Banned, gone. Ain't seeing him. Night 2 for his match. Cody loses, it's a bloodline rules match, which means The Rock's going to sit at commentary, talk his shit, come out with his ass. Solo's going to shove a thumb up Cody's ass. Jimmy might super kick his head off. Tables, kendo sticks, whatever. Bloodline rules match is what it is. What's going on, Broadcast? So again, intriguing. I know a lot of people are like, well, what about Seth? What about Seth? Why does Seth have to wrestle twice? You know, he's got to put his title on the line against Drew. He's also wrestling in this match. What does this do for Seth? There's a speculation that Seth, which I love him, but I still don't trust him, might turn on Cody. There's also speculation that The Rock is still a mole for Cody Rhodes, and he's there to infiltrate the bloodline. There's that idea because he could turn on Roman night 1 so that there is no bloodline night 2, or he could turn on Roman night 2 when it is bloodline rules and get Cody that win. I'm less excited about that prospect because I want to see Cody win clean after what happened, but also a little comeuppance for Roman after all the unfair making him lose his title in the way that he's held onto it for so long. A little poetic justice in that.
Yeah. I've also seen Drew interfering night 1, trying to like Claymore, Rock, or Roman to like keep Seth kind of healthy for their match, and then accidentally like hitting Seth and then having Seth take the pin.
But that's the thing. There's so many fucking possibilities, right? And that's what I love about wrestling, and that's why I'm fucking excited about it. And that's why I love this segment, because it set up so much shit. There's a tension between Rock and Roman. We don't. Cody said, "I'm taking everything from you. Everything from you."
He did. That is true.
Hyped for WrestleMania.
Sacrifices TNA.
Sacrifices TNA. Revolution, I'm hyped for some of the matches. Hyped for Sting's last match. Hyped for the main event. Love me some Samoa Joe. Fan of Hangman. Fan of Swerve.
The main event is the tag match.
Well,
it's Sting's last match.
Yes. However, in my eyes, the main event is the world title match and should always be. That's neither here nor there. ECW used to fuck that up and put their world title matches on like the middle of the show.
Well, that's ECW, and they were a shit show.
That's my thought. No, you're right. It is the tag match. The world title match is what I meant. Hype for that.
Fair.
Hype for Deanna and Tony.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
So, but yeah, no, like all this shit got set up, all that tension, everything for the story. So I fucking loved every second of it. Like I hear what you're saying about the repeating lines, and I saw what you said on Twitter about it not working for you, hearing him call Seth the Clown over and over and over again in the same way, blah, blah, blah. But like I was down for this and I loved it.
That's fair. Like there's some parts of that I will 100% agree with you. Like, yeah, like I got a little pop here and there, but like I just felt like it went on so long. I was losing interest fast. And that cut into the rest of the show because The Rock talked too much. So
fair. And I mean, if The Rock hadn't cut that promo, Matt Riddle wouldn't know where he's moving next. So like
I mean, plus out of us talking about that, we got 2 potential titles for the show. So
let's talk about it. Because Chris came in the comments. I'm swallowing from AEW Dynamite Hangman. So he comes out injured on crutches to bow out of the match. Says, he wanted a one-on-one match, but it looks like Swerve's going to get that match now. Swerve comes out. They kind of have a little bit of a moment because Swerve's becoming a good guy a little bit. Appreciate it, man. Really do. And then Joe comes out just talking his shit about like, I don't give a fuck about either of you guys. I'm going to fuck both of you guys up. I'm walking out as champion. I don't care what any of this is. If it's one-on-one, if it's a triple threat, however we do it, Samoa motherfucking Joe, right?
Yep.
At which point, Swerve says, don't be confused. I'm still the dude that broke into this man's house and fucked with his kid. I'm still the man that went to a dead man's wrestling school and beat the shit out of his son and left him bloody. I'm still that motherfucker. I didn't go soft, and I'm coming for you, Joe. At which point, Hangman then takes Swerve out with the crutch, reveals that he is not injured. Because wasn't there like a lot of shit like Hangman was booked for another show or some shit? Like,
yeah. So I saw a few different things about it. I never actually like physically saw him being booked for another match for another thing. Like I never saw any advertisements or anything saying that. And then people were like, he had like prior commitments. And if he had like prior commitments, then why would they even try and make this a triple threat and a bunch of shit? And then when he did possibly allegedly hurt his ankle last week during the match and like he like pushed the camera away, he was like, no, don't film me, go away. People were like, oh, it's true, like he's hurt, then why did they even try and make this a triple threat? And then people were mad when it got brought up that it was a work. And like Jerry Lynn got involved on Twitter and it was a whole fucking thing. It's like nobody knew if Hangman was actually hurt or if he wasn't hurt or what the actual plan was. I knew as soon as this man came out on one crutch, he wasn't fucking hurt. Guys, I watch wrestling. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. Like he ain't slick. His mustache is evil. Okay? Evil mustache. He's a cowboy.
Fair. Listen, I love Swerve. I would not be mad watching Swerve walk out with that title. However, this is my Samoa Joe era. I didn't get it in WWE, and I am here for Joe holding that title and not being a transitional champion. So I'm going Joe at the pay-per-view. I've also got Deanna at the pay-per-view. As much as I love Timeless Tony Storm,
Really?
I've got Deanna at the pay-per-view as well.
Okay.
We are all about Dead Dads Club, so yes, Christian, 100%. War Daddy always. The Bucks, I feel like that's a given.
Yeah.
Math and Nickelback.
Still my favorite thing you've ever said. Probably hands down. It's so fun.
It is.
It's just
No, your favorite thing I've ever done was quoting dropping all the Nickelback titles in the episode last week.
That was so fun. I loved it because probably nobody else really understood unless you're like a hardcore Nickelback fan.
There are so many closeted Nickelback fans out there because Nickelback gets so much shit,
which I don't understand. Nickelback is phenomenal.
is like the Backstreet Boys of rock music to people. Like everyone really likes their music, but everyone pretends like they don't.
I don't understand people. Nickelback is phenomenal. I've seen them live 3 times, and every single show was fucking dope. So yeah, what were we even talking about? Oh, so Swerve Joe and Hangman.
Yeah. And then we were reading the predictions.
I'm going back to Swerve Joe Hangman real quick. Swerve said he's gonna send Joe back to doing commentary in a poncho.
He did.
Like you can't say that. That man got traumatized from that shit. He got fired like a week later. That was bullshit. You can't do that. And like Samoa Joe's face when he said that was pissed. It's an angry Samoan named Joe. If I tell you what,
Joe's gonna kill you, motherfucker.
Joe is gonna kill you. Hyped. Fuck
Katie's
yeah.
gonna swallow. We're just all over the place, so wherever you want to go.
We really are. I know. That's why I'm trying to like look. I'll stick Dynamite. Yeah, this one's Dynamite. Yeah. I'm swallowing Chris Statlander and Sky Blue. Cake. No. All the cake. I love Statlander. B, I love how much Sky Blue has improved over the past like year in ring.
Because as we've talked about, we will thirst over women, but we will also support their in-ring talent, not just their assets.
Every fucking time. Like the Code Blue, I guess as she calls it, she hit clean. That shit was clean. She used to fuck up every once in a while, which fair, as it feels like a difficult move to do. You gotta land on someone's back and fucking flip. I could never do it. I would never say I can. Stat being there, being beautiful and dominant and strong as always. Julia Hart being ringside, getting involved. Stokely, Willow. I love everything they're doing with this. Would have been fucking cool if there was like, oh, I don't know, another women's match on the Revolution card, but no. 1 women's match per card, Tony Khan. Suck my dick. I'm so over this shit. TBS champion Julia Hart not being on your card yet. Every other fucking title you have. The Bang Bang Scissor Gang is on the goddamn kickoff 0-hour show, whatever the fuck they call it over there. That's the thing that got announced today. The 12-man tag match, which blow me. I don't want to fucking watch that anyway. Because you know who it's against? You want to know? Let me tell you. Jeff Jarrett, Satnam Singh, Jay Lethal, Private Party, and Willie Mack. Shout out to Willie Mack, though. But, like, for what?
You could have easily given that spot to the TBS title.
Or the tag match. Julian Sky, Stat, and Willow. I don't even care. Just anything. But, no.
I love the fact that Sky and Julia are a thing. However, I do have a little bit of an issue with the fact that, and maybe it's because I'm not watching Collision. Maybe it's happening on Collision and I'm just not seeing it. Because I've kind of lost interest in Collision once the guy that was doing Collision lost his job. And then went to another company.
And then got hurt.
Where the fuck is the House of Black? Like the rest of them? Why is Malachi not doing something important?
Malachi had a match last week. I obviously didn't watch Collision this week because I wasn't home.
Doing what, though? Like just a singles match for shits and giggles? Like
Yeah,
that's
he
my
had a
thing. Why
match
is he not
against
challenging
somebody.
for the TNT title, the international title, the world title? Why is this not a 4-way with motherfucking Malachi Black? Why is this faction with these guys not fucking shit up? I will not call you Sally. I will call you Timmy when I smack your ass. I don't like. I
No,
love
trust me,
Malachi
I
Black.
understand. I understand. I get it. Are you joking my ass?
Dude, don't bring that shit in here. Will sends me TikToks from this dude all the time where he just like mispronounces and fucks up a bunch of shit as he like tours cities. And he constantly says, "Are you joking my ass?" in the TikToks. And
Mhm.
every time he sends me one, I send Will a response back that says, "I hate you." Every single time.
It's like me to you when you say some stupid shit. I'm like, I hate you so much.
No, this is
I
I
haven't said that in
literally
a
hate
while.
him. It's 100 feet tall or 100 feet big. Get the fuck out of here. We're not talking about my dick. Anyway, I am
Whoa.
disappointed about that. But all about the singles match, Sky Blue and Chris Statlander.
We.
I send good TikToks. You do, Allison. You do. I love you too. Will. Fuck it. Let's keep going. Dynamite. I got a double spit.
Ooh,
And that
okay.
that is Dynamite exclusive. I had to watch Chris Jericho and Ric Flair in the same fucking night. Chris Jericho had a match against
Atlantis Jr.
Yes. Who Atlantis Senior, also known as Poseidon, was out there. So Poseidon and Poseidon's son were out there. Percy Jackson doing their thing.
Oh, I love Percy
Love
Jackson.
Percy Jackson. But no, like, so they're doing this whole AAA thing. Jericho's out there.
CMLL, not AAA. Different things.
CMLL, triple. I thought it was AAA.
No, CMLL.
Okay. Anyway, see, that's how much I'm paying attention. That's because you have people like Jericho involved in this.
I agree. 100%.
And then Ric Flair comes out for, the Bucks are beating down Darby Allin and blah, blah, blah. And Ric Flair comes out and yes.
I was gonna say, but we got something really cool out of that segment.
Hold on. I'll get there. That is a swallow. That is a side swallow in a
That
spit
100%
because
is a
Ric
side
Flair's
swallow.
music hits. He comes out. He's like, I'm with the Young Bucks. I'm the old Young Buck.
I'm
then
the
he goes
old buck.
do a shitty low blow and he gets beat up because he's got to get in the ring and do shit at 97 fucking years old.
You should just kick the bucket there, but I digress.
Because he's Sting's friend, and this whole thing lasted about a week where he was like, I should be more important than Sting's final thing.
1 week.
Yeah.
1 week.
However, for the final time, as someone who grew up watching Crow Sting for the final time on live TV on TNT or TBS, this time TBS,
Yeah.
but on Turner Broadcasting, we
There
got
you
to
go.
see Sting descend from the rafters. It's a beautiful thing, especially as I'm going back and I'm in that time period. I'm actually in Wolfpack Sting right now.
Okay.
So like just kind of lived through rewatching all of the times that Sting came down and all the stuff they've done and just the descent. Now I get to see the final time. Like I got to see Sting's final match on TNT in WCW against Ric Flair. Now he's back in AEW, which is apropos because it's on the same channel that WCW was on. And he's going to have his final moment in a company that's on the same channel that, made him what he is. The final descent. It is a beautiful thing. So that is a swallow. Balls first.
Ew. Calm down. Take
Timmy.
it easy.
Right here.
Stop.
But yeah, no, it is what it is. Ric Flair and Chris Jericho on my TV. I don't need to see either of them anymore in AEW. You guys are killing. I would have much rather watched Daniel Garcia come out and do his
dance
against Percy Jackson than
Yeah. No. Jericho can fuck right off. Flair can fuck off into like a certain plot of land that like people go 6 feet under into, I would be okay with that because then I get a boy. This could have been used for another women's match. What?
Is she puking at me going like this, or is she puking at the fact that I told Timmy to descend balls first down onto my
Probably that one, if I were to
chin?
guess. Okay, not the whole show. Let's calm down. There were some good things, but yeah, I need Flair and Jericho just fuck right off into the sunset or into hell. Either one works for me. I really don't care anymore.
Well, specifically, you know, that golden snitch you need for your Deadpool. So
I need one. I keep looking at that list every time you guys put in there, oh, this person. I'm like, fuck. No. I need it. I'm never going to get it. Pisses me off.
right off into the sunset.
There you go. It's just, I don't need Ric Flair involved in Stinger's last match. I talked about it on She Elite. Sting was my mom's favorite wrestler. So, like, I grew up, like, low-key loving Sting, even though, like, I wasn't, like, fully understanding Sting at the time and, like, all that kind of stuff. So, like, this is going to be, like, it's cool for me because I got to see, like, the Sting in WWE and, like, him showing up at Survivor Series, and that shocked me. That shocked my mom, and, like, that was
cool.
It was so dope, and, like, just, oh, everything about that was so cool. Yes.
That was right around the time Kate started getting back into wrestling from when she had like watched it as a child, but she had no connection to Sting, and I was so fucking hyped, and she had no like context there as to why I was so excited about it.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
never
just like
forget
Sting, it's even if you don't necessarily like AEW or you don't like the Young Bucks or you don't like Darby Allin, you're gonna watch something about this match specifically for Sting. There's been video packages made and people were like, I dare you not to cry at this. I haven't watched any because like I feel like I'm the type of person like when wrestlers I like retire, like even though they were like retirement at the time, like Daniel Bryan, Edge, like those made me weep because I'm a pussy and it's fine. But like last matches, like I know that's gonna hit, and I don't even think I'm gonna watch that live, depending on how long the show goes, because we are getting off tomorrow. So I might have to wait until Monday morning to watch that match.
And this is your mom's favorite wrestler, right?
Yes.
So it's got double meaning for you, right? Like you said, you have an experience with Sting in your wrestle fandom, both him showing up in WWE and just everything you've seen throughout time and history and going back and watching things. But also your mom has a connection to Sting. So like this is her favorite wrestler finally retiring, which that'll be a cool, bittersweet, sad moment for you tomorrow.
Which I actually don't. So like she's not like into like AEW or anything really. It's like I don't even know if she knows Sting's last match. His final. You gotta
call her in and just be like, "Mom."
Well, she's currently in Florida, so.
Ooh.
I will text her in the morning and be like, in case you were wondering, they're also not going to drop $50 on the pay-per-view. I don't blame them.
Well, I thought she was home and you could just be like, Mom, come into my room.
Oh, no. No, yeah, they're not home. I'm.
Your mom. Listen, is your mom frequenting any strip clubs in Florida?
No. She
DJs and he's a
not
DJ. We can link them up. They play good music at strip clubs, Katie. Maybe she's going there for the music.
I've never been to a strip club. I wouldn't know.
Maybe there's a side of your mom you don't know that where you're not around. She hits.
Why
all
are
the
we talking about this?
Because I want her to meet up with Tommy, and I want Tommy, Anyway,
my mom is down there to see old family friends that we have known. I was in their wedding. Like that's how long they've been friends, and I was a small child. Okay. So. There's reasons why they're in Florida.
Well, you're not a small child anymore, and thank God for that, because ladies and gentlemen, you guys can check out Katie at patreon.com/creationworld on all of our shows that you can also find at pornhub.com/model/creationworld, because she's all grown up now. But at patreon.com/creationworld, you guys get 3 shows for $1. You get Return to Wrestling. I talked about it. It's me and Travis going back, talking WCW. Nothing more apropos with Sting having his final match than going back and checking us talk about some of the biggest moments in Sting's career and in the career of WCW. So go check that out. Our latest episode was Bash at the Beach 1998. It was Karl Malone and DDP versus Dennis Rodman and Hulk Hogan in the main event. Sting was on that show in the black and red. Also, you get If You Have to Ask with me and my wife, Kate, and our latest episode, which is available now, also featured Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe. So she's on that one as well. Episode 4 is out now. You guys can go check that out. It's actually, do you remember what it was titled, Katie?
Delusional Douchebags.
That is correct. Delusional Douchebags is available now for you guys to check out. And if you guys are into DC animated films, you get Multiverse with Travis and Mara. Multiverse with Travis and Mara's latest episode, Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, is also available right now on Patreon. And because it is March, if you subscribe now, you will get our new episodes that drop at the end of the month. So you're going to check out what we just dropped, and then come the end of the month when we've got new stuff for you, you're already getting that. And there's a whole back catalog for you guys to go check out. If you guys want to watch our shows ad-free, you guys need to check the other tiers at Patreon, see what else we're offering you, including our shows ad-free. But since you guys are watching us live, we have things that we need to plug and people that support us. So we're going to support them, and we're going to do that right now through Travis. Travis, take it away.
Happening, y'all. I know we're having a lot of fun right now, but I actually want to talk to you about something very important: your health. You see, life is full of twists and turns, and that's why having the right health insurance matters. I want to make sure you have the coverage you need without breaking the bank, and that starts with speaking to me for absolutely no charge. Having health insurance isn't just about doctor visits, though. It's about living a healthier, happier life. Physical health and mental well-being go hand in hand, and that's why the plans I represent cover not just the physical, but the mental aspects of your health as well. And here's the deal. I'm very good at what I do. So not only can I find you the perfect plan, but I might even be able to get you one for free. That's right, free advice and a free plan. Your health is too important to compromise. So let's chat, find the right plan, and ensure your well-being. Just visit health.creationworld.com today to schedule a free consultation. The link is right here in the description. That's health.creationworld.com. Your health, your future.
Leave it to Vince to be like, I'll be on the show eventually, and then not show up. And then on the shows where he's like, I'm not going to make it, show up. Like,
Yep.
Because it's midnight now. Vince, where the fuck are you?
It's actually 1:06 in the morning, to be
In the
exact.
future. And in the future, are you spitting or swallowing, Katie?
Oh, I see what you did there. Very nice. I am.
A lot of guys out there wondering.
Well, they're never gonna fucking find out. In that way. I'm in this aspect. I am going to where'd we go. God, we've been all over the damn place. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna my voice cracked. I'm going to swallow Bailey Dakota Damage Control. What?
Gonna preface this. Preface. That's the word I'm looking for. Preface this. I am spitting this specifically for Vince. Because Vince, well, I'm gonna let you talk about it, and then I'll tell you why.
I'm gonna let you finish. Should that also be a contender for a title? I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish. Sure, why not?
I'm gonna write it anyways. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna write it down. We're good. I'm swallowing it just for the sheer fact that like they're making Bailey look more like a babyface than she already was. Like we knew Dakota's not fucking trustworthy. Anyways, she's turned on Tegan. She's turned on Raquel. She was gonna turn on Bailey. She's not trustworthy. Also, I'm like low-key sad because like I was getting ready to tweet, they're not hyping up Dakota returning to the ring enough. She didn't even get in the fucking ring. It's like, is she actually cleared? Who knows? But it's fine. But like, thankfully I didn't because she didn't even get in the ring. She just pulled the typical Bailey shit where like you just, jump off the side of the thing and like walk away. But Bailey just looked so defeated, and then she got beat up by Damage Control. I will say it is kind of weird that the match never ended. Technically, I didn't hear a bell, and they kind of just like left her there after like beating her up only a little bit. They could just beat her up more. It's like I'm a little skeptical about that. I don't know. I just like the crowd was, dare I say, shocked, even though they fucking shouldn't have been, appalled, gasped that Dakota turned on Bailey. But like the SmackDown crowd has always been behind Bailey, whether she was a heel or not. So I don't know. Bewildered. I was okay with it just because I knew it was gonna happen, and I'd rather it happen now than Bailey get fucked over at Mania. Good
So
job, Tim.
here's my thing. Vince has been begging for weeks that we don't make Bailey look stupid. And in having her, and by that meaning not trusting Dakota Kai and falling into the same trap that everyone else has. And that's exactly what we did on SmackDown. She went into the tag team match. She reached out for the tag. She got fucked. She got beat down 4-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
We made Bailey look stupid. And I get it's the babyface thing to do to look stupid. I get that. But I was also hoping for like Dakota to go and turn and Bailey be like, I've been paying attention, because that was kind of like the story we told in the beginning, right? Is like, I use my Rosetta Stone. I listen to Muzzy and I learned Japanese and I know what the fuck you guys have been saying, right?
Muzzy, Jesus. Forgot about that.
So it was a TikTok I actually sent to Will and Allison earlier. I think both of them, maybe just Will, of shit from the 90s. But she's like, I knew Japanese and I know what you guys are saying. Ha ha ha. Right? And like, we wanted Bailey to be a smart baby face, and she fell for the same bullshit. Also, I don't feel like this gives the gravitas to the match that it needs. Like I said, book it to be a main event match at WrestleMania. Are they booking this to be a main event match at WrestleMania? I feel like what I'm about to talk about next is being booked better for a main event spot than the actual woman who won the Royal Rumble going in to the what should be the main event of WrestleMania.
So I see you saying that Bailey was made to look stupid. I can see that, but I give you this: when Dakota dropped and Bailey, you could tell on Bailey's face, she wanted. I don't think she was stupid per se. She just wanted to be able to trust one person. Like you
That's
could tell,
stupid.
kind of. No, it's not stupid. It's
DTA.
what?
Actually, well, DTA. Don't trust anyone. Stone Cold Steve
Oh.
Austin, DTA. But I guess it technically be DTA.
I haven't
done sign language
ASL
alphabet in a while.
Yeah. Anyway, while you try and figure that out, I see why people think it's stupid, but I just think it's the fact that she wanted one person to trust. You could kind of tell she was a little hesitant last week in the trainer's room. Like you could kind of see it on her face. Like she wanted to trust Dakota, but like part of her probably deep down knew she shouldn't. And even when Dakota dropped for the tag, Bailey was like, you could see she knew. Deep down, she knew, but she didn't want to believe it. It's like when your best friend turns on you, you don't want to believe that they're a piece of fucking shit because you've known them for so long and they've been your day one and you thought that you had a connection with them, and then they pull some shady shit and you realize that you were wrong about them. Yes, this has happened many times in my life, and this is a personal experience. Before anybody asks.
So, side note, I wonder, I need to talk to Travis and see if it's in the budget. Do you think we could just get somebody like down in the corner to do sign language during our entire show? Because like some of my favorite TikToks are when it's a comedian who's like a really raunchy comedian that has someone doing sign language, and like you see them mimicking like the fucked up shit they're saying. And with all the fucked up shit we say, I would love to have like a person in the corner signing properly who actually knows what the fuck they're doing to all of the shit I say about descending with their someone's balls on my chin, or just
It
me.
would.
Every time I say spit or swallow, if I could just have somebody doing spit or swallow in sign language in the corner, it would be absolutely fantastic for our hearing impaired listeners.
I'll try and learn
Viewers.
what spit and swallow or swallow is in sign language.
That'd be cool.
Just I'll try. I'm not making any promises, but I'll do my best.
I alluded to it. I'm swallowing Rhea, Becky, and Nia, Liv, and everything going on in the Raw Women's title picture. Because again, this feels bigger than what's going on over on SmackDown, unfortunately. And this isn't the match that won the Royal Rumble. Becky did win the Elimination Chamber. She did get her match. So Rhea comes out to put her in her place. She says, behind every great man is a greater woman. Facts, quote, truth. Nia comes out, jumps Becky from behind as Rhea leaves. Security has to pull her off Becky. Nia says she ain't letting Becky go to Mania. Fuck the chamber. Already beat Becky clean. I want that match. Liv said fuck Becky and fuck Nia. She just wants her revenge. This is all about her. We had a Nia versus Liv match. Becky interfered. Now Liv's pissed off at Becky because it's like, hey, this is my shit. Why don't you mind your own business and stay the fuck out of mine? Like, stay in your own fucking lane. You already took Mania away from me. Don't take my match away from me too. So Becky wants Nia next week, and Michael from The Office gives it to her. So he did a thing. Good for him. But yeah, no, like this whole, like, I know it's Becky Rhea, right? But like we have 4 women involved here, and it's far more interesting to me than what's going on with Damage Control. And that's sad because Damage Control should be a much bigger thing, and I don't feel like it's getting the attention or focus or the big moments that it deserves. This was not a big moment on Friday. Like, I don't feel like it really felt like a huge thing.
Okay. I offer this as possibly. Do you think with everything that happened in the beginning of SmackDown with Dwayne and everything overshadowed Damage Control? And that's why you think it wasn't that big?
I don't, because Damage Control was much later in the show. Normally, when something like that happens, you know me, I love everything on the show because I'm riding a fucking high, right?
Yeah.
Did not love everything on the show. This was not like I'm riding on a high. This show was great. I loved everything because the first thing was so fucking good. Maybe Dwayne's segment caused them to cut it down. Maybe they had a little bit more planned, so it didn't come off the same way. I don't know. That's all speculation and hearsay. But it didn't feel like as big of a moment as it should have to me.
No,
the Raw Women's title picture feels bigger.
I think it's probably going to end up being a fatal 4-way with the Raw Women's or the women's World Championship. I don't remember which one's which at this point. I don't know.
You are 100% correct. The Women's World Heavyweight Championship.
Good, because y'all see Rhea Ripley? Goddamn, that's a heavyweight right there.
She can carry some heavyweight.
Yeah. Also, I love that as soon as relax, take it easy. I love that as soon as February ended, the thirsting for Rhea Ripley continued by a lot of people I follow, specifically Big Swole. Big Swole made like a nice little like poem. Funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I'll have to find it and send it to you because Rhea even like responded to it. It was great. But so like I actually like missed this part. I don't remember what I was doing. I don't remember why, but like I missed this part of Raw. Sadly. So like I couldn't really give notes on it.
Boo.
I know. What the fuck was I doing?
Well, while you think about what you were doing, why don't you tell me what you did get to see and whether you're spitting or swallowing it?
I see what you did there. I'm gonna go back to NXT. And I'm just gonna group it all together. The women in NXT kicking ass and taking names in the ring specifically. Kalani, Kiana. Hell of a fucking match. God damn, Kalani took one hell of a bump. I got scared. I don't like that shit. It's too real. She's too good at it. But that was a great match. Kiana got her comeuppance. What?
I was looking at my notes because also women in NXT, and I realized I must have really liked it because I put Jada and Gigi in my notes twice.
Well, okay. Yeah, well, okay, I'll talk about that one next. Jada Parker. Hey, Miss Parker. And Gigi Dolan. A lot of cake. Oh, no. More cake.
Need those shorts back though. This tight
I
bullshit.
know. All right, come take it easy. Don't take it easy. Hell of a match. Fucking Ariana Grace being like, "Oh, don't fight, bitch. Where the fuck you think you are?"
She's trying to make NXT a better place, Katie.
Well, with Roxanne Perez punching people in the fucking locker room,
That's
she's
why.
a menace.
Listen, she came out during that match in an effort to make NXT a better place, and she got head for it.
Bitch, how does one acquire that? Do I got to go out during a match to get that too? Jesus.
Yes, you do. If you want head, the way she got head, go out there and try and make NXT a better place. Advocate for peace, not violence.
I'm heading down to the PC right now. I'm booking a flight. Yeah, so that match, and speaking of Roxanne punching people in the face, she punched Jakara, who was officially cleared, and they said it on commentary, so I don't know how true it is. Jakara's first singles match in NXT, which doesn't sound right to me, but at the same time, she was supposed to be in the breakout tournament and got hurt.
Yep.
So maybe that's why my brain's just like, no fucking way.
And she's been attached
real.
to Metaphor. Before we move on to that though, a couple things about Jada Gigi that you didn't talk about.
Okay.
They both went to Ava to see what was going on next for them. Gigi first, and then Jada. Then they kind of got into it, and Jada looked at Gigi and she goes, World Star never talked about you. And Gigi's like, I'll give him fucking something to talk about.
Mind you, as Jada was taking off her earrings to try and fist fight her.
Yeah, so that was a fun little setup to that match. I'm happy. I got everything I wanted, except I'm really sad that Gigi just hasn't had a win in like fucking
ever. Yeah, I know. But Jada's the new thing right now. So they're gonna give her all the steam, which fair. She's really fucking good in the ring. It's I get that. So that match was good. Gigi took an L. We big sad. And then Roxanne punches Jakara backstage in the locker room, which is now the most dangerous place in NXT. Fuck the parking lot. It's the women's locker room, hands down. Because Roxanne just punches. I saw somebody put a compilation of all the times she punched people in the face backstage, and she responded to it, but I don't remember what she said. But it was sarcastic and witty because she's a little punk. Haha, AJ Lee, punk. It's all there. But no, that match was good. Jakara put up hell of a fight. I love the fact that A is cleared. B, we have another woman in the division who can wrestle. And C, I get a great match. I can't lose with that. And Roxanne's, again, the bolts are coming undone. The clock is ticking. Cuckoo. It's coming. If it isn't fully there already.
Do we think that the beach thing is Soul Ruka?
If it's not Sol Ruka, I'm gonna be pissed because I know her ass is cleared, and I know her ass was at an NXT house show a few weeks ago.
Of course, you're talking about her ass.
Have you seen it? Come on. And Sol Ruka's phenomenal.
The only thing I have NXT women besides that is actually a spit. Since we're here.
Okay.
I'm spitting the fact that JC Jane has already reverted back to being a bitch, a mean girl. She was talking shit about everyone in Chase U, despite Thea telling her Riley wanted the old her. She's like, well, the old you fucking sucked. And Chase U sucks. Duke Hudson sucks. Andre sucks. Everyone sucks, and then goes off with her new best friend. Thea's just like, oh, then they're like, well, Fallon said, fuck Fallon. Fallon sucks. I was kind of enjoying this other side of JC Jane. I did. She was playing that role really well. really
Willy
well.
Wonka.
And to see her just drop it already, because she was kind of riding that line of like, yeah, she's still kind of a bitch, but also maybe there's something else underneath there, and now it's just gone, and she's just back to being JC Jane is a fake ass bitch.
Yes, bitch.
GD
It's
told us, and I
true.
should have listened. I should have listened.
We have to listen when GT tell us.
So that was a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, because like how you listen, I feel for Thea. She's a young girl. She's like 19, 20, whatever, super young. That's a hard time. That's a hard time being a girl. And then you got like your girlfriends and you realize that they're fucking fake and one of them calls you a loser. I'm gonna be depressed too. Fuck, man. Poor Thea.
So
Uh-oh.
Some people might not like to hear this. I have never, not in NXT UK, not in NXT, I have never liked Noam Dar.
Yes.
I never enjoyed the Supernova sessions. I think Lash is great. I think Jakara is great. I don't like Metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like anything that they've done. So I am swallowing Baby Regal becoming your new Heritage Cup champion. A, because he defeated Noam Dar. B, I don't know what the fuck it is about Charlie Dempsey. I don't know if it's because he's Baby Regal, even though he doesn't look a whole lot like his daddy. I really like, he's shaped awkwardly. There's not a whole lot about him like I should like, but for some reason I do really fucking like him.
That me.
Right? Like, I couldn't tell you why I like Charlie Dempsey, but I fucking like Charlie Dempsey.
I want someone to just that's how I feel like people describe me. They're like, oh, she's kind of shaped awkwardly and there's something about her, but like, I like her. Me. Thank you. I feel seen. Thanks, Matt.
And shout out to Pretty Kyle. I want his brother Bull to come back too. Like, bring back Bull Dempsey.
Get out of here. I saw that tweet and I did not like it. God damn it, Pretty Kyle. No.
They're not really.
I'm about it.
They're about as much brothers as Oli and Arnar.
Hey. No, Baby Regal taking the win. I was like, okay. I hate the Heritage Cup, but like, fuck yeah, Baby Regal, let's go.
I could actually get, like, I'm not a fan of the idea of the Heritage Cup as is. We've talked about this. I feel like a cup is something that should be defended once a year. Not in the way that they do it, but I might be able to get behind it with Dempsey holding it.
I mean, I think Noam Dar tweeted that he was like, did I really lose to Willy Wonka? Yes. Yes, you fucking did.
Yes, you did. And his name is Charlie.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory looking ass. Yeah. I mean, I was just like, thank God Noam doesn't hold it anymore. That's mainly it.
Yeah. I will say I'm not a fan of the fact that in NXT we have a faction that is the what the fuck did they call themselves? I
don't know.
something Catch Club. No Surrender Catch Club.
And yeah, and then there's
and then whatever the fuck Tyler Bate and Peter Dune are.
Why is it all Catch Club? Someone changed their
New
name.
Catch Republic.
That.
The No Surrender Catch Club and the New Catch Republic. Not a fan of these two things existing in the same universe.
Too similar.
Not a fan.
It's like you and your best friend come out in the same thing. It's like, well, one of us has to change.
However, I will say one of the coolest things that they could have done and they didn't do is putting Charlie Dempsey and Peter Dune in a tag team. Because those two together as just like, you remember when Pete Dunne had Timothy Thatcher and they had that whole like gimmick?
Yeah.
Like that, but with somebody that I really like, unlike Timothy Thatcher and his fucked up mouth.
The most British looking American ever.
I think that the No Surrender Catch Club is a play on Catch Point, which is a thing that Gulak did in ROH.
ROH and or what was that promotion? Starts with an E. I think that like WWE about the rights do. and like a bunch of.
Oh,
fucking
no
people
quarter
in it.
catch crew, not no surrender, no quarter.
Also,
Thank
where
you.
the fuck is he?
Yeah, you could just be on the show like you said you were going to be, but nice to have you in the
I mean,
chat.
at this point, we're already like an hour and a half in.
Yeah, it's pretty much over. Yeah, no quarter catch crew and the new Catch Republic should not exist in the same universe. They feel like the same thing but different, and I'm not happy. But I would love to see Charlie Dempsey and Peter Dune just like run roughshod over the entire tag division. Let them be a tag team and let them go take the tag titles. Half the tag titles from Judgment Day. Katie, spit or swallow?
Yeah. I'm going to, because I'm gonna stick with just women in general. I'm going to swallow something that happened on Rampage. I know, I watched Rampage. I know, look at me go. I didn't watch Collision, so that's on me. Riho and Trish Adora. Hell of a fucking match. Well done, ladies. Riho came back. She didn't have the pipe, though. No pipe.
Listen, if Rio's not out here piping bitches, I'm not down.
But Trish Adora is phenomenal. She's had a few matches on Dynamite and Rampage. And Riho, precious little thing, can go. It's insane how strong she is for how small she is. And just how good she is. And I love that. And it was, again, the only women's match on Rampage because what else is fucking new? And it was a hell of a fucking match. It was like the only thing I really like paid attention to on Rampage. It's like that's a dub. It's a dub for me.
Yeah, that's a dub. That's a dub. I for the first week after like 3 weeks, I opted not to watch Rampage this week. So there's that.
Fair.
However, since we're swallowing women, I will follow that up, and I'm going to swallow Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi on SmackDown. Not sure how I feel about Naomi taking an L with her returning like that. I get it. Tiffany's the new up-and-coming star. She does have the prettiest moonsault ever. That
True.
PME. Love it. So, yeah, no, the match was good. So I've got a couple people in my life who are kind of new wrestling fans. One is Kate's best friend, Danny. Like, she, again, used to watch a while ago, is getting back into it. I was just talking to her. A few of the people that, because I asked her, I'm like, well, who do you like? She loves Rhea Ripley. She really likes Tiffany Stratton. Miss Lamona's also loves Dom Mysterio. I feel like there's a theme of the people that I know that love Dom Mysterio in my life. But it was one of those things I was asking her about it. And it was like, Rhea Ripley is like her shit. She really liked Tiffany Stratton because she's so good in the ring. And even she's like, I know her character's annoying, but I'm about it, blah, 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 blah. She's like, Dominic Mysterio, I love little bitches. He's a little bitch. So,
Sure.
So I agree. Tiffany's fucking fantastic. And I enjoyed what sad Naomi lost, but somebody had to lose, right? And I would have been happy either way. If Naomi got the win, I would have been happy. Tiffany got the win, I'm happy.
I mean, Tiffany cheated to get the win.
Well, of course. She's supposed to.
Exactly. So that's why, like, I'm not like as upset about Trin taking an L, just because it's Tiffy time. So she's gonna cheat in some way, shape, or form. She's gonna try and win at all costs. I'm just more upset at the fact that Naomi didn't get an entrance because Dwayne talked too long.
Facts.
I got beef with Dwayne.
Clearly.
This week specifically.
Any of that beef involve a spit or swallow?
It can. What if I just said no? I just ended it.
Well, I'd be like, well, then just spit or swallow your next thing on your list.
There we go. Okay. I don't know how I feel really about this. I'm gonna scoot back to Dynamite.
I'm clipping the Percy Jackson and the Luchadorians thing.
Okay. Also, side note, my friend calls her Percy Jackson. I found that out tonight, and I was like, that's the best thing I've ever heard. Thank you so much for telling me
So
this.
you got Percy Jackson twice in one night.
Yeah. Spelled differently. Percy,
Right.
Percy, and then Purse, Y. But she told me that, and I loved it. And then you brought that up. Full circle. I love it. I guess I'm gargling it. William Ospreay, Ocean Spray. Officially, All Elite. he's a walking meme. His music is fucking banging. Is probably top 5 themes right now for me personally. I know he's not for everybody. I know a lot of people don't like him, and that's 100% fair. I mainly like him for his theme, but I just don't want him associated with the Don Callis family because the Don Callis family fucking sucks. You know, like
Agreed.
Takeshita's cooler now as a heel than he was as a babyface,
Agreed.
but he has Don Callis attached to him, and that's where I got fucking problems.
I've told you, Don Callis turned on Jericho, told Kenny to go fuck himself. Don Callis kind of won me over, and then he grabbed Takeshita, made him interesting. He's got our boy Big Willie Hobbs. Now he's got the man with the banger music. I'm coming up Callis. Things are coming up Callis.
But like you could tell Will didn't even want part of that. He was just like, that hug looked awkward as all hell. He's like, I don't want to fucking be here. I don't like you.
Every hug that happens in AEW looks awkward as hell. Unless you're giving the people what they want.
You gotta give the people what they want.
Because the only other hugs that happen are from Tony Khan and wrestlers.
Gross. Terrible. I guess I just don't know how it like it's I guess it's like a gargle, but like it's also just like I don't even know how I fucking feel about it. It'll just be interesting to see what fuckery happens in Osprey. I'm sorry, Ocean Spray. Osprey Takeshita tomorrow. Because fuckery's gonna happen.
I got 2 spits, 2 swallows, and a gargle. Which one do you want?
It's like a 6 spit.
A spit? This is specifically for Vince. I'm spitting Rey Mysterio returning with that weird motorcycle helmet mask. Not the fact that Rey returned, but the mask that he's been wearing as of late, and including his. It looks like my face, but with the fucking headphones on. If it was just all black, it's weird. I'll like it. Get your old mask back. What the fuck is with this weird? I don't like the mask.
So you want to know what I think of every time he wears that mask? And I don't know why. Okay.
Batman without the ears?
And okay, now I do.
It is the Muda type mask. It is the Muda type mask, and I'm not feeling it. I don't like it on Muda either.
Well, it looks better on Muda than it does on Rey. But every time he wears it, I think he looks like Caesar from Planet of the Apes. Or just like one of the apes from the Planet of the Apes movies. That's all I kept thinking about yesterday.
Fair.
I don't know why. Because it's just like the way it's like it just like cuts. It's like it's too high on the cheek and like too low on the brow. And it only like shows like a little bit of his eyes and like down here. I don't know, but that's all I kept thinking about.
I do like the gray goatee hanging out though. I'll give him that.
Well, yeah, because Ray's old, guys. We gotta admit it. It might be fucked up. That's what it looked like to me, and I stand by that.
I mean, if you get a picture and you put them side by side, I definitely could see it. I could definitely see it. Maybe we could cut a picture of Rey Mysterio in that mask and like put him on a horse.
No. Yeah.
Katie, spit or swallow.
I understand. What do I even have left? I'm gonna swallow Cody not taking any shit from Paul Heyman.
There's one of my swallows.
Let me go. Cody Rhodes does his thing, and Paul Heyman's bitch ass comes out with some like 3 New York City officers who were released or like off duty, and he was like, but they might have been fired, but we don't want to talk about that. That's not the thing. Which, like, why are you letting these cops in? You guys aren't even in New York. Where are you at? Yes, Matt.
Would you like to know what I wrote down?
Please.
So I was like, why the fuck did Cody just defeat Waller with 9 minutes in the show left? Because timestamps. Paul shows up with security and or hitmen, and Cody grabs a chair. I guess they're suspended NYPD officers, which means they could both be hitman and or security guards.
I mean, factual.
Who the fuck brings off-duty suspend? First off, suspended makes me think
Shady shit.
And then from NYPD to San Jose, you couldn't find some suspended San Jose police officers?
I guarantee you fucking could have.
Anyway.
There's probably a lot of them. Come on now. But yeah, like, so him coming out with suspended off-duty NYPD, Cody sitting his ass in the chair in the middle of the ring. Paul's like, do you mind? Like, getting in the ring. Cody's like, no. Like, no. I mind. You're not allowed in. Fuck off.
No, I wasn't Cody. It's like, no.
Oh,
No.
I thought you were
I wasn't
trying.
No, I was not.
I thought you were trying to Kanye.
I'm gonna let you finish.
But like, then he said, next person who takes a step towards me, I don't care who the fuck it is getting beat the hell up. And Cody was true on his word. Because Paul's like, not me, right? And he's like, I mean you too, bitch. And he threw a chair at the one officer's face, started beating people up with chairs. Paul Heyman doesn't know how a three-way call works, so he has both the Roman phone and the Dwayne phone. He's like, call Roman Reigns, call The Rock. And he's talking to them both like this. Because, which, mind you, do you think, they actually... Okay, do you think he actually calls them? Do you think they actually answer? And can they actually fucking hear him if they answer?
No, and no. However, a lot of people gave him shit for not knowing. I appreciate the fact that Paul Heyman's priorities are like Roman gets his own phone, Dwayne gets his own phone. If either of them need to contact me, I know exactly which phone is being called. These are the only people that are called. I'm sure he's got a third phone for everyone else, but this is the Roman phone. Text calls, it is only Roman. The Rock phone has a Brahma Bull on it, so you can identify it. I also like how he angrily begged Cody to withdraw his challenge. Like, how are you going to ask somebody to do something but angrily pissed off? Like, of course he's going to say no. I enjoyed
Please, that whole thing. But do not challenge The Rock. Like, fuck off, Paulus.
You should have told The Rock to keep his fucking hands off me.
Shouldn't have been.
All right, that means gargle, swallow, or spit. One of each left.
Gargle.
IC title picture with Gunther. We talked about our hopes for the IC title picture, but as of right now, Sammy beats Shin, talks about a spot at Mania finding him. Imperium walks by, then Sammy nods his head and smirks. I don't want Sammy versus Gunther for the IC title at Mania. Gunther then talks about Gunther talks about beating Jay and his title run before Judgment Day come out to confront Imperium. And it seems like maybe either Dom is going to go after Gunther for the IC title or Damian Priest might cash in the Money in the Bank, which, hey, that's, I guess, in the same vein of going down to NXT and cashing in on Dragunov. So, like, kind of a win for me either way. My point's still valid if he does, that he couldn't compete with the top guys. That's why he went down, because they didn't book him to be there.
One could argue that Gunther is a top guy, but
once he drops that title and he starts challenging for the world title, then yes, I will agree. It's still a mid-card title. I know you're happy that Chad's like, I want Gunther. Chad wants in this. Jay's not done. He's still pissed about last week.
I think there's only one thing we can do. IC title match. Ladder. Let's go.
It's WrestleMania. I also enjoyed that Drew came out and he's like, I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, you deserved everything that happened to you, Jay. Like, you deserved all of this. Drew is on a whole nother level. And I guess we're here, because that was my swallow, was Drew just like being Drew, continuing to troll Punk, even though Punk's at home, like post-surgery, trying to heal up. He's just still talking his shit while he's calling out Seth. Drew begs Seth to stay out of the bloodline business. He's like, listen. These bloodline motherfuckers have fucked everything. I just want a chance one-on-one to beat you and take your title. Do not start shit with them because they will show up and they will fuck up my match. They're going to hit you. They're going to cost me it. It's going to be a DQ. Don't do this, Seth. You have no reason to. Like, I'm your business. Mind your business.
I'm your business. That's like hold on, I'm writing that down. It's like a pickup line.
And then Seth says, some risks are worth taking. We got to fight.
Now, how pissed do you think Drew Finn about to be come Monday when he finds out about this goddamn tag team match?
Oh, he's going to be so mad.
Oh, he's going to be pissed. He's going to be mad. And I'm kind of okay with it. Angry Drew hit different, you know?
Fair.
It's nice.
You got anything else?
Just a little bit of love to Eddie Kingston. He may have lost in the tag team match with FTR against the BBC, but like he gets to fight Danielson, the All-American Nightmare Dragon, Jake Long, Bryan Danielson to be exact, for I don't even know which title, possibly all three. I don't know, but I'm gonna get that match. It's like, yeah. And he still got hella beef with Claudio. It's always on site with them, and I love that, always.
Okay. My last spit is the fact that Brooks beat up Dunn, and now he thinks he can go step to fucking Obafemi. Like, these are not equals. Brooks Jensen, B Squared's child. Like, your bar buddy and your friendly spat because he told you had no balls to go find him and then you found him does not mean you can step to motherfucking Obafemi.
The Continental title. But like, is that all three or just the new one?
It is the IHOP Continental Breakfast Championship.
Yes.
And it was won in a Red Robin tournament.
True. But I still just don't know if that's all three or just the new one. I mean, going along with that, I will side swallow your spit. The slight face-off between Dragunov and Olafemi.
Okay.
That match, I would be so fucking down for. That would be crazy. I kind of just want that for my own personal self, just to see what happens. You know?
Fair. Katie, what was your favorite show this week?
I'm be honest, I got a contract signing, I got women, I got Sean Spears returning. I think Matt's in the same boat. I'm going NXT.
NXT, the best show of the week, as per the Smackin It Raw podcast. The Don, baby. The Don wins every time.
Hell
Except
yeah.
for, we'll see at Roadblock.
Well,
if he does.
Roadblock games rise.
Don't cock block me at Roadblock. Do not.
Don't do.
Katie, please tell everyone where they can find you.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, KatieWrestling13. Link to my about to get all things She Elite Showcase. Twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase and YouTube.com/She Elite Showcase. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Patreon.com/She Elite Showcase. I'm gonna try and do something this week for there. I'm trying to like work things out in my brain, so we'll see what happens. A new story time will be up this week as well. Yeah, I'm bringing that back. I'm gonna do the first time I went to Survivor Series because I have the new Survivor Series and I always forget about that because I was a child. Oh my god,
I knew, but I didn't know.
It's like he knew, but he didn't know. And to prove it, I have an old ass ticket, and I have an actual physical fucking ticket to this goddamn show. So I'll talk about that in the newest one. I haven't filmed it yet. I'll probably film it tomorrow. But it'll be out this week. And yeah, we're doing something fun tomorrow, but he'll tell you about that.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ridders, MATTRDDER, for your wrestling content at Getting Off. For your horror content, Getting Off will be live tomorrow, 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern, for those of you in the future, with a brand new look and feel to the show. We are bringing what works here and making it work there. I will talk more about that tomorrow, but we'll be spitting or swallowing the entire Resident Evil franchise with the Will Gray and Justin from the Get Show podcast, we believe. You guys can follow me everywhere else on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Blue Sky at Smackin It Raw. Shout out to Sam, who followed me on Instagram today, who I met at a gas station filling up my car, who saw this awesome Survivor Series shirt, started talking to me about wrestling. I mentioned the podcast. He wanted to check it out. So, Sam, if you're listening to this, it was nice meeting you today. Thank you. And I hope you enjoyed the show and what we do here. And if you do, and you're also a horror fan, again, tomorrow, Getting Off. Come get off with me and Katie and Will and Just. For Miss Katie Kinsey, baby, I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and this has been your number one wrestling podcast on places you can find people having sex on the internets. All right. I hate to do this to you since Vince isn't here, but you know what time it is.
Post OP. See, you want to know how good of a co-host I am, folks? I saw him doing his little dance in his chair, and I knew it was coming. It happens every time. I'm good at my job. What can I say? Ow. I also just can't breathe, so, like, that's a thing. But who's still here? How was the show? Did you all enjoy yourselves? I had fun. I know Matt had fun. He can't answer right now. But I know he had fun. Did everyone else enjoy their time? What can I do? I'm just looking at stuff, don't mind me. Si, senorita. Good. I'm glad you had a great time, Bakley. It was fun. Hey, look. He's back.
It's so hard to get from the bathroom back to my office now because, like, it's the laundry room in between. So, like, there's baskets and stuff, but also the tile because Kate's tiling the shower is also in there. And it's, like, right in front of my door. So I'm, like, dodging laundry baskets and then boxes of tile to get back on time. I had a great time. I did. I think we have to name the show. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'll let you finish. I'll text you the other ones.
Yeah.
I'll text you them all, actually.
It's gonna have to be that. I'm gonna let you finish. It's gonna have to be the title. For those of you who are here and are interested, I'll tell you a little bit about what we have coming to Getting Off.
So much stuff.
Well, so tomorrow will be our first Spit or Swallow episode. I already talked to Bakley. Bakley's going to come back for when we do Final Destination, to Spit or Swallow Final Destination.
Round 2.
We can do it properly this time because it is my least favorite episode from Getting Off. And again, 100% on me. I was not in it that night. It was a bad night for me. And I feel like it reflected in the show. But Spit or Swallow format for franchises is going to be a thing. So you will get that this Sunday and then 2 Sundays for Leprechaun when Allison comes on and joins us to Spit or Swallow the entire Leprechaun franchise. We'll also be... What?
I said on St. Patrick's Day. Like, very festive.
That is correct. We are doing news and rumors shows, kind of like what the Creation Conversation was, but specifically about horror, hosted by Miss Katie Kinsey Bay. She will be running the show. I mean, I'll still do the intros and stuff, but right away I'll just be like, all right, Katie, what's going on? And let her run her thing. And we'll pull up articles, we'll play trailers, we'll do that whole thing, but all horror related. And then at the end of the show, I'll have one movie that I have picked that I want to force Katie to watch, and we will spit or swallow that movie. So I have a list of those. We also have an idea for panels. So basically, I will go to Twitter or Instagram or wherever. I'll post a TikTok. I'll be like, all right, here are 4 options: vampires, zombies, hauntings, or
Sharks.
right? And you guys all vote which one you want us to do a show on. Once that's done, I will take that to the group. And I'll be like, all right, who's in for shark movies? Shark movies 1. Everyone picks their favorite shark movie. We all sit down and watch those shark movies, 4, 5, 3, whatever, whoever's on the show. And then we'll spit or swallow and talk about everyone's favorite shark movies, why they loved them, and if everyone else loved them as much as they did. Along those lines. We also have a plan for our least favorite movie as part of the panel. So everyone's going to pick their least favorite horror movie. We're all going to watch what everyone hates.
Great.
You did make it in time to say I'm a sexy beast. Love you so much, Ivan. I'm going to be in touch with you. We're going to get you back on sometime this year. So we'll figure that out. But so least favorite horror movies. Everyone's going to pick their least favorite horror movie. We're going to sit down and then we're just going to shit on them and why we hate them so much. And maybe people argue why some of the stuff that we hate, they actually enjoy. Who knows? It'll be a good time.
Will it be a good time?
No, it's going to be a good time. I do enjoy shitting on a specific movie, and I haven't really gotten to do a show where I get to shit on it. Hey, don't let me believe that I'm the only sexy beast, all right? Don't take that away from me.
I was doing wow. Damn. You hate to see it, folks. I will just say, in regards to least favorite horror movies, if anybody out there watching or listening liked Barricade, we will have a conversation, and it won't be pretty. That movie is awful. Awful. I'll say it in 4 different ways if I have to. It's terrible. Yes. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had the greatest album of all time. Shut the fuck up, Kanye West.
I wish I could, Ivan. Between getting off and I'm doing Apron Bump tomorrow afternoon. I don't think Kate's going to let me break away for a third podcast that day because I was in talks with doing Will's show, Botch Bots and Chair Shots prior to, and I told him, like, I don't know when I'm going to finish doing the show with Apron Bump, and then if I do, Vince, thumbnails up to you, whatever you want. It could be Versace, Rock, and Roman, because that kind of fits the I'm gonna let you finish the way Rock showed up and cut off Roman. It could be any female wrestler that existed this week. If you find something good from one of their matches. Tony D'Angelo, it should be Tony D'Angelo sitting at the head of the table right there in the damn middle during the contract signing. That's my pick for thumbnail.
I
Tony
concur.
D, Mello, and Ilya. But what were we talking
you're a
about?
busy man. You're a busy man tomorrow. You can't do more
busy.
podcasts.
That's right. I can't do 3 podcasts because I need to spend time with my daughter, and Kate will kill me if I say, hey, so I'm going to do this hour-and-a-half show, and then I'm going to do a watch-along during the pay-per-view, and I'm going to do another one, and I'm not going to spend any time with you or Zoe all day, except for early in the morning. So that is an issue. My weekends, since I moved both shows to the weekend, my weekends have gotten really fucking packed. It's really hard for me to do shit on the weekends, which sucks because I get home late, so everyone's doing their shows during the week when I'm at work, and I can't hop on that either. It is kind of a bummer. It really is.
Well, I might be, depending on if Savannah actually needs a show off, I was probably just going to have you hop on with me. So I do a midnight show on Thursday.
I'm here for you if you need me.
I don't.
As it's at midnight.
She said she might need it off. I don't. She's not 100% sure. I don't even remember what
She got COVID again?
No. It's a family thing. But she said she doesn't know if she actually needs it off.
I bit my tongue. I am. I bit my tongue when she was discussing diagnosis, and she goes, last year I got diagnosed with something, and then this year I got diagnosed with something, and the diagnosis was COVID, which is not like the same as other things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I know. I just gotta let her talk.
wait, who played themselves? I played myself?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what context. It's from a minute ago, so I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunately, man, I'm probably not gonna be able to make Revolution, but we will get together soon. And I'll catch something. I'll figure it out. I'm trying to plan my weekends better. Like I've got 2 shows that I have to do. Well, not counting getting off on Sundays, and I've been trying to plan them out. So like a Sunday that I'm not doing getting off in the morning, I can do Return to Wrestling one week, and then If You Have to Ask another week. And somehow everything just keeps piling up. Like we couldn't do Return to Wrestling, so I had to do Return to Wrestling If You Have to Ask on the same week.
Mm-hmm.
Everything just keeps piling up on the same days. I was gonna do Apron Bump today, which would have left me open for tomorrow, but Kate and her dad were tiling like right there, and I had to watch Zoe while they were doing it to keep her out of the bathroom from like.
Trying to
So
touch everything. Yeah.
we had a good day though. Like, so I got up, we hung out, went to McDonald's for lunch because they have a play place. So I took her to the play place, stopped, met Sam at the gas station, got, had that conversation, which was cool. I also checked out Sam's TikTok because, like, especially in the area that I'm at, you never know when you talk to people and they're wrestling fans. You never know. So I'm just let me take a look at who's following me and make sure, and like his content on TikTok's like him at drag shows, and he's got this cool like Chicago beanie that's a rainbow and shit. And I'm like, all right, he's cool. Like he's not one. He doesn't seem like he's gonna be one of those toxic like women's match. Like I don't know him like that, but I get the idea. He's not gonna be one of those wrestling fans.
I could name drop a certain podcast that has been on here, but I will not. Think about it. I'm just saying, I could, but I'm not the type of person. I have them blocked for a reason. And they've been blocked since that episode.
So,
what else did you do today?
I have seen your channel. Trust me, I know you guys so much shit going on over there. Constantly busy.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
You guys should go check out Circle of Debate, by the way. Love the guys over there.
We.
Yeah, no, so we went and did that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came back. I set Zoe up. So she's like, I want to go downstairs and I want to watch my shows and I want to play with my toys. And I'm like, all right, as long as you stay out of the bathroom, cool. And then I'm like, Daddy's going to be in his office. If you need me, come in. And a couple times she came in and like the game talks through the PS5 controller. So like during certain parts, so like the game was talking to her and she was like looking at the controller and she's like, it's talking. And then she tried talking back to it. It was really cute. Then I go out there and Kate had a box of Fruit Loops. And I don't know how the fuck this kid got the box of Fruit Loops, but she dumped all of the Fruit Loops out into like containers. So like she has a little art center, like plastic play school. It's got like an easel that flips down and it makes a tray. So she can like water paint and shit. And it's got all this stuff to like organize your crayons and everything. One box was full of Fruit Loops. And then the cup holder for like a cup of water for your paintbrush was also full of Fruit Loops. I'm like, what the fuck? So I got all that shit cleaned up. We did the McDonald's thing. We ran to Walgreens. She saw the Girl Scouts. The Girl Scouts were out there selling their cookies. They already got me for like $40, but I had a $5 on me. And Zoe was like, I don't want to be a Girl Scout. I'm like, maybe when you're older. She goes, no, I want to be a Girl Scout now. And I'm like, well, you're a little too young to be a Girl Scout now. But if you want, we'll go back and you can buy cookies from the Girl Scouts. I'll let you pick out some cookies. You can buy them. So I gave her $5. She picked out the kind she wanted, basically just based on the color of the box because she doesn't know what the fuck are in them. We're gonna have a discussion here first in a second.
Okay.
So she picks the box out. I don't remember what she picked. I think it's like the butter cookies, the blue ones, the blue box.
Oh. I don't know what the blue, I know what the blue box is, but I don't know what the blue box is at the same time.
Hold on. Blue box girl. Oh, look at that. Blue box Girl Scout cookies.
Trefoils.
Yeah.
I looked it up too.
She picked those out. So we got her those. She gave them the $5. They said thank you. She said thank you. It was a whole thing. Yeah. See, that's the thing. So when I went and dropped like $40, I got 2 boxes of Samoas. I got 4 boxes of Thin Mints, the greatest Girl Scout cookie, hands down, period. And then 2 boxes of tag-alongs for Kate. And then she's like, I don't want the tag-alongs. She doesn't want any of the Girl Scout cookies, but like I thought she liked tag-alongs. I'd gotten her some before, and apparently I was wrong. I'm the best cookie. That's true. So I was eating Thin Mints, and I was all excited because like Zoe has not ever had a Thin Mint because I feel like it's been a couple years since I've been able to get Girl Scout cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, here, Zoe, you want one? She goes, no, I don't like those. And I'm like, you've never had one. And she would not try it. And I was fucking offended, right? Then today, this little shit sees me eating some Thin Mints, and she comes up, and I'm like, you want to try one? She goes, yeah. She eats it, and she's got this weird look on her face, and I'm like, do you like it? She goes, yeah, I like it. I'm like, okay. So she eats one, and then she has another. She only eats half of it, puts it down. I'm like, I go and I do something. I come back. Kate's in the house. Kate made like homemade chocolate chip cookies, and I'm like, hey, Zoe, can you finish that Thin Mint? We don't waste Thin Mints in this house. And she goes, Mommy gave me some of her cookies. And I'm like, are you saying Mommy's cookies are better than Thin Mints? She goes, yeah. And I'm like, all right, you're going up for adoption. Kate, let's go. We need to make another one. This one's broken.
You go
right now.
Make another one.
I'm like,
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
full of Thin Mint right now. This one's going to come out right.
You're disgusting.
So
it's terrible.
I am also addicted to Thin Mints. They're amazing.
Zoe's a smart girl. She's a smart cookie, if you will. She knows Thin Mints are subpar best.
So how are you guys doing?
How fucking dare you? Excuse you. I can add myself back.
I am not allowing the Thin Mints are subpar at best. You do you on your show. You got me in the comments. You can block me out. This is my show. I will remove you for Thin Mint slander.
Tag-alongs are phenomenal. It's peanut butter, chocolate, and a cookie.
But yeah, no, it is what it is. So we did that.
Ivan's just like, I don't know what's going on over there.
Ivan loves me.
Clearly.
Came back from Walgreens. Did the whole Thin Mint thing, which was a deal. Oh, also, I told her like she could have one thing at Walgreens because we were walking around. She's like, what are we getting? I'm like, we're going to get Daddy some Flonase because we went to the ENT Friday morning to get her checked out because of all her ear infections. They suggested her using children's Flonase for a month to see if that cleared everything out. They said to keep her on it. I guess Flonase is one of those nasal sprays that you're supposed to take every day as opposed to the other stuff where it's like, don't use more than a week because that's what I thought with all nasal spray. The doctor's like, no, you can use children's Flonase. I'd use it past the month, but like do that. Let's see if her ears drain. Then after that, if not, we can talk about tubes and shit because her body's just not getting the shit out. And I was like, all right. And I'm like, well, I have the same problem. She goes, well, you should be using Flonase all the time too. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go get me some Flonase. So I told Kate, I'm like, or Zoe, I'm like, we're going to go get some Flonase after we go to McDonald's. She's like, what else are we getting? And I'm like, I didn't really plan on getting anything else, but I have to take you in the store. I can't leave you in the car. So I guess we'll go look. So first she's like, nail polish. I want to go look at nail polish. I'm like, all right.
So cute.
So then she picked out nail polish. And I said, you can have one thing if you're good while we're in the store. Or no, I told her she could have one thing at the store if she was good when we left McDonald's. Because normally she fights me. I told her no fight, no fussing. If you're good, you can get one thing at Walgreens. And she was good. I said, 3 minutes. She said, okay. I said, all right, 3 minutes is up. We got to go. And she goes, I don't want to leave yet. I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's time to go. 3 minutes is up. She goes, okay. And we left. So she picked out nail polish. And then she picked out, you remember the slap bracelets?
Yeah.
So they have those at Walgreens, but like they've got little monster things on them. like a little poof with a monster face.
Yeah.
And they come in a ball.
Those.
So then she saw that and she's like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, I can show you. You know, if that's the one thing you want, I'll put the nail polish back." But blah blah blah. Then she grabbed a Kinder Egg because she wants to help you.
My empire grow.
Yeah. And I was like, "You can only pick one of these three." And she picked the slap bracelet. So I'm like, "All right, cool." We put the nail polish back. We put the Kinder Egg back. Got home. She fucking loved that thing. She thought it was the coolest thing ever. I'm showing her how to do it. And she's just slapping herself and she's slapping me. And we had a good time. So
she's so cute. That's a cute kid you got there, Matt.
Don't, hey Kay, you're sexy too. PG-14 here and respected. Ivan, how much you have to drink?
Yeah, there's a lot happening in that message. So
I also love how like Bakley all of a sudden just to talk directly to him went over to the YouTube.
He said, "Hold on, I'm gonna go to mine real quick. Fuck the Twitch. I'm gonna go over here real quick and figure this out." No, it sounds like a great day. I'm glad you had a good time with your kid, hanging out.
And while she was playing with her toys, jumping on her trampoline, watching Blaze or some show on Paramount because she knows what streaming service her shows are on and will tell me, "No, that's on Netflix. No, that's on Paramount." I'm like, oh, "Okay, you're fucking 3." I got a lot of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in. Peacemaker dropped on Mortal Kombat, and I want to play it, but also I'm very much into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Listen, this game is bullshit, but I fucking love it. Katie, I am almost 10 hours into this game, and I am only on chapter 2.
No, I don't fuck with that.
Because I walked in and they're like, "Oh, so we're gonna start like here's a big open world, and there are all these things." And like I had to complete all of the tasks in that world before I moved on. So I've spent 10 hours just running around this place, like completing all these intel tasks and doing all these things. Like I said, I hopped on and just did like the tutorial shit and the combat simulator shit.
Yeah.
Right before the show. And that took me 45, 50 minutes to do.
That's absurd.
So,
outrageous.
Yeah.
No.
But I love it, and I hate the fact that I put 10 hours in. I'm only on chapter 2. Mind you, I also got to skip an hour of the game because I played the demo, and the demo allows you to skip like an hour's worth of the game.
So imagine if you didn't play the demo.
Right. I'd be 11 hours in on chapter 2.
11 hours deep. That's, yeah. I'll fuck with that. No. It should not take me 10 hours to get a little section done. No. Is Ivan okay?
Ivan's horny and feisty.
God damn. Yeah. Which, like, mood. I get that. That's fair. Oh.
I also love that he said PG-14, not PG-13.
It is what it is.
We bumped it up a year.
Yeah. I feel like we had to. Yeah. Also, you were like, "Oh, see you in 2 hours and 45 minutes." Sir, I wasn't even drinking. That was pop. Like,
That's
drove.
not why I said that. It was because you were out with your friends. And I was like, I don't want her to have like too much of a good time. Like, because I have another co-host that was going to be here today. And then like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the show started was like, "I've been out all day. I'm not going to make it. I'll be late." And then just never showed up because he showed up 20 minutes before the show ended. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, there's no point in coming now." Which again, I made the point of, I love how Vince is like, "I'll be there late," and doesn't show up. But then on the days where he's like, "I don't think I'm going to be on that show," then he is here. So now I figured I have unlocked the Da Vinci Code. I know if Vince says I'm going to be late, don't expect him to show up. If Vince says I won't be there, expect him to be there.
You mean the Delgado Code?
The Delgado Code.
It was right there. Come on. But no, yeah, I wasn't going to be out. Like, I got home at like 11, I think, my time. And my friend's fiance was playing at that bar again that I went to in like December.
Okay.
So we went, like, me and a few of our other friends, like our group, we all went to support him. And then the band after him fucking sucks every time. The singer's off key and it irritates the absolute shit out of me. Like, so off key.
Anyone come talk to you?
No. Also, why is my name K now?
Well, we've got Cater Tot. We have Kay. We have Katie Kinsey. We have Kinder Care. I mean, then there's White Beauty, which is not the same novel as Black Beauty.
Different novel.
Goddess of Guap. Goddess of how does it go, Katie? Amani calls you this.
I don't want to say it.
Come on, it's one of your nicknames.
I don't remember the exact phrase.
Twitter. It is always Twitter. Always send it on
Why
Twitter.
the fuck would it be? Oh, I found it in my notes. Goddess of Dat Guac. Gawk, not guac.
Guac?
I don't like
Goddess
guac.
of the guac?
I don't like guac. Actually, I don't like guacamole at all. I don't like avocados. Yeah, I have a lot of fucking nicknames. I might have more than Travis. So.
Oh, you sent me that stuff. You might have.
I did. Oh, yeah, that was a while ago. Bakley said, "You failed this test, Ivan, but I still love you, Mr. Presidente." And then Timmy said, "So Insta, LOL." No, so Timothy. Ow, my rib. But yeah, nobody talked to me tonight, thank God. There were a few creepy people. No, there was a few.
We don't want creeps coming to talk to you, but like.
Plus, it was like, I got there. I think we got there at like 7. Had some food. It's pretty good. Watched my friend's fiance play. Then we all just like kind of hung out.
I'm super excited. It was really
okay.
That was Instagram. I was checking because I didn't get anything on Twitter from Timmy. I don't know why it was playing or why it was loud. You are built different. You have that. You and Katie and few other people have the ability to just text me directly. Mm-hmm. Also, my internet's getting all janky, so we'll see how that goes.
That's great. Oh yeah, I had a good time. It's been a long day.
Are you into electronic music?
Kind of, but not really.
Because if you guys are interested, Timmy and his dad are going to be DJing live on Twitch after we're done here. And as somebody who comes from a DJing family, I feel like this is something you could appreciate.
But it's different. Different DJing.
I still want your mom to hang out with Timmy in Florida.
She's not going to.
Why? She doesn't even know Timmy like that. What if it's Hector? You think your mom and Hector would get along?
No.
Rude. You think your mom would like me?
Maybe. Probably. I don't know.
After I just spent 3 or 4 minutes telling her daughter that she likes to go to strip clubs when you're not around.
I mean, fair. But I picture like you.
I need to find Mommykins Baby.
Ew. I hate everything about that sentence. Mommykins. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that phrasing.
You're not going to call her that?
No.
You're going to be like, hey, Mommykins Baby! Sting's last match.
No, I don't even like... I don't even really call her mom. I'm like ma. Like I don't even like say the M sometimes because like she's too far away and I can't get her fucking attention.
So you're a kinder.
Mm-hmm.
Is kinder the man that shall not be seen's last name?
Okay, let me just stop here. Kinder is my brother and sister's dad's last name. So when my mom married their dad, she took his last name. So Kinder is his last name and all three of ours. And then got married. My mom, well, obviously divorced him because he was a piece of fucking shit. So I don't know the chronological order of how the things happened, but basically married their dad. My brother and sister were born, boom, boom, 3 years apart. Leaves him, finds my dad, shout out, has me, not married. My dad's gone, because fuck him. But I never took his last name, because they were never married. You want to hear what my last name could have been if they got married?
I absolutely was gonna ask.
Because I don't remember. I was like, I needed my birth certificate for something. I don't remember what. I think I was still in high school, maybe middle school, and I found it. Like I held it in my hand. My last name would have been Dittler. I'm not kidding.
Oh, Katie Dittler.
I mean, I won't say like no D with a D, not a Z.
Yeah, I said Dittler.
No, but Timmy.
Oh, I pulled something up on my phone.
Oh,
or on my computer to
I was
check
like,
the
your
signal
phone.
strength and quality, which it says 100%, but I don't believe that.
Clearly is wrong.
Twitch
I
is
love
like,
when it just lies. Maybe close out of Twitch on your browser.
Yeah, I guess I can do that. But no, like I've got a USB like Wi-Fi extender booster thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking at. I wonder if I renew my IP if that'll fuck shit up on this.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's now her last name is Miller and mine is not.
I don't know, but it says my link quality and everything's good. But like I said, oh no, now I renewed the IP and now it's down to like 73% link quality.
But you're still here.
But now the weird thing went away. So like, who knows? All right. Why did it close on its own? So anyway, you would have been a Dittler, Katie Dittler.
I would have been Dittler. Yes. I mean, I won't say like my full name because I won't be able to know my full name. But yes, my first full name and then my middle name and then Dittler. So
I know what it is.
I know you know what it is. Yeah, so that could have been my last name. Kinder is definitely like way cooler.
Yeah.
You know, I got called Kindercare a lot in middle school. That was one of my nicknames. I think I told you the story.
Did you go to Kindercare?
I did not, actually.
Zoe goes to Kindercare. We do support you.
You support my business efforts. Thank you. No, I didn't actually go to Kindercare. I went to 2 different preschools before I went to like kindergarten throughout. I only went to 2 different preschools because the one, it was like a church that was also a preschool. But mind you, we're not religious at all. This was just like walking distance to my house. And they let me sleep too long during nap time. And my mom got mad. So she said, no, fuck this. So she took me out of said preschool. And then we went across the street, which was also a preschool. It was also like, it was like a Salvation Army and a preschool and something else, I think. But it was those 2 things. So I went there. I just remember them having really good grilled cheese. That's all I really remember from that time. And there was an elevator. That's all I got. And then, yeah, so then that was that. And then I was in the same school district my entire life. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Little Katie lore for the people who wanna know.
So I was going to mention this earlier because Tommy's still here, but maybe your mom and Tommy would get along really well.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like she doesn't have the best taste in men.
No shit. Why do you think I have such terrible fucking luck? I get it from her.
So
Love her
I
pieces,
feel
but this is
like
her fault.
strip club DJ might be like right up her alley. And then she'll meet Tommy and she'll be like, oh, he's too nice. And then she won't want to hang out with him because he's a beautiful, wonderful soul, a lovely person.
Listen, I get.
So I should correct that. Maybe Hector's her type of people.
Jesus. I get. So the things I get from my mom versus the things I get from my dad are both similar and different at the same time.
Oh, wait. He said, wait. Uh-oh.
I get anger from both. So that's double trouble. And that fucking sucks. I look more like my dad than my mom, which also fucking sucks. Because my brother and sister looked like twins when they were growing up. And then there was me, little brunette baby, popping out when they're both blonde. And I was like, cool. Awesome.
So you think your mom's better looking than your dad? Is that why you said it sucked?
My mom is fucking beautiful. She's a beautiful lady. My dad, of my mom, I'm not showing them.
Well, I don't want you to pull them up on here. You can DM me a picture of your mom so I know what she looks like.
You want to see a picture of my mom from the 80s?
Sure.
It's also crazy because like she used to have like, so she's naturally a blonde, but she's been dyeing her hair for like probably 30 years. So she has like purplish hair now.
We think Mommy Kinsbebe would like Hector.
Correction, you think my mom would like Hector. Whose Facebook should I go to? My aunt's. That's who. She's a lot of pictures of them as chillins. Albums. Random family, maybe? My aunt has a lot of that picture's cute. Hold on, I'll send you that one later too.
Oh, I also took Ozzy for a walk today.
How was that?
Well, so Kate's like, I'm so proud of you. Like, you're getting out there, blah, 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 this and that, because, like, the weather's nice. I took my allergy medicine, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I this is the second weekend in a row I've taken Ozzy out for a walk, like, just in the middle of the day because the weather was really nice. Because we got so busy, like, with the house and everything, I haven't been doing it. And then I told her the real reason why I took Ozzy for a walk was to do some routes on Pokemon Go, and it was a good excuse to kill two birds with one stone. And she's like, all right, I take that back. And I'm like, listen, I still did it. I still went out there for the exercise and for me and the dog. It's just I had motivation to like get Zygarde cells and see Mateo at the end of the route and make a trade and knock some shit out.
Here, I'm sending you a picture of me, my mom, my brother, and my sister from one of my birthday parties when I was younger. I don't know how old I am. I want to say I'm like 4 or 5. All right, I just sent it. I heard your phone vibrate.
You did hear my phone vibrate.
I did. I have good hearing.
Oh, hey, look, it's Tommy's dad.
Shut up. Actually, the guy in the background is my grandpa.
No, I literally had Twitch open and I went to the link that he sent me. So I'm literally looking at Tommy's dad.
Oh, fair.
And his shirt says hookers and I'm hoping it says blow at the bottom.
Probably.
I also have it muted so that I don't get in trouble because I don't know what he's playing. So Tommy does say it does say okay. He said yep.
Yep.
Okay, hookers and blow.
Hookers and blow.
All right. What did you send it? Oh, text message. There we go.
Yeah, I texted to you. Remember, I have that privilege.
So striped shirt's your mom?
Yep. So that would have been my mom in like the early 2000s.
Okay. And I know which one you are.
I know. I'm a
And
little
that's your brother.
goof.
Yeah, your brother and sister do look like twins.
They really do. So they're like 3. Wait. Cody's 5 years. Chrissy's 3. Oh, no. They're 2 years apart, actually. 91 and 93. And then my goofy looking ass. Yeah, that's our little family. Listen, I made some weird ass faces as a kid. I found in my basement, I was doing some laundry, as one does, and I still have them over here because I found them in the back, all of these old photos of me as like a kid. I don't like want to show it, but I have one of me, and I thought it was like the picture of the Stone Cold shirt. It's not. It's so close to being it though, because like I'm standing in a playpen, but I don't have binky in my mouth, so that's the difference. But like I was just like looking through these, and I was like smiling to myself. I was like, I was the cutest little fucking kid in the world. I will say. No.
Let's try Mama Kinsey. Maybe Mama Kinsey will work better than Mama Kins.
She's not meeting anybody.
Thank you for coming through, Ivan. I love you too, bro.
I think Ivan might need some sleep. Sober up a little bit. I have so many pictures I can just like send you of me as a child. Because I was the cutest little thing in the whole world. I have a picture of me in a wedding dress. I don't know why. I don't know where this came from either. I think it was a Halloween costume. Yeah, it had to have been because that's my sister in a Halloween costume. So I apparently was a bride one year for Halloween.
I literally just saw a bunch of pictures of Kate from when she was in like high school or early, like, I hate saying like early 20s because I met her when she was 25, which feels weird to say.
Yeah.
25 or 26. But like just a few years before I met her, and like one of them was her in her Little Red Riding Hood costume for Halloween. So everyone's just got their old school Halloween pictures they're showing me. So do I.
Wait.
Scumbag
what?
Matt era with a sideways hat, drinking out, like chugging a bottle of alcohol.
Oh, he was something else, let me tell you what. Oh, wait. Was I tagged in that picture? I have a picture of me as a Teletubby for Halloween. Which one was I? I was Dipsy. It fucking fits, of course, because I'm a dipshit. But like, I have the amount of pictures I have of me as a child and just doing outrageous fucking shit. I love it so much.
So Tommy, I sent a message in the stream about your dad because with a hookers and blow shirt, I feel like that means he's a big AEW fan.
Big AEW fan. Sorry, I was looking for another picture, and I found a picture of it's me, my brother and sister, and then my one older cousin, and then this cousin who's like 2 months older than me, and my brother's holding me, and I'm like a baby, and I just look like I'm suffocating. Like, there's no way I was comfortable. My brother should not have been holding me. Here, I'm sending it to you just so you can fucking see.
So, Timmy, two things. One, yes, the red, white, and blue overalls with the red and white bandana and the red, white, and blue glasses. Cringy. However, I will say this other picture of you, very handsome. With the little bow tie and the suspenders and your little sparkly Chippendales outfit. Like, that is a very handsome picture of you.
Are we just
talking to some woman
is everyone
on
just
FaceTime.
sending you
Everyone's just sending me pictures of themselves. Okay.
Well, you'll appreciate this one.
The kitty filter is a look.
The kitty filter.
I also love how I get a thing every time he sends me something on my computer, and it keeps saying I'm not Tommy, and I'm like, And then I remember that's his name on Twitter.
Yeah. Just look how uncomfortable I look.
Well, yeah. You're about to get German suplexed.
I was so uncomfortable. No, so we would do that every year. Like all the cousins would get dressed up, look cute, and we would go get like professional pictures taken at like the mall. It was so fun. I miss those days. What picture was I looking for?
Well, that's a thing that happens.
What?
So Tommy said that I could show the pictures, right? So I open up Twitter. Would you like to know the first thing I see when I open up Twitter?
Uh-oh. What? Is it bad?
Okay.
Can you show it? Hey, it's me.
Very top of my feed.
I went to the gym today.
You did.
I was
go to
wearing
the
a
gym
Lita
today.
shirt.
At least it wasn't the other.
Hey. Hey. Those are on Twitter, bro. I'm just saying.
They are on Twitter. All right, let's see. Smackin' It Raw. Messages. I'm not Tommy. Whoa. All right. So, I think you'll be able to see this. Present, share screen. I'm not Tommy. Yes. So this is the overalls.
Very nice.
He looks really handsome here. Does he not? Is it just me?
The bow ties.
The cheekbones are very defined. He's got a strong jaw. I'd love to put my balls on. Like, looking really good here, Tommy. Looking really good.
looks
Here.
really
I don't know
young.
who you're FaceTiming up here, but like, yeah.
It's giving emo.
Very emo.
Very emo. Jesus Christ.
It's giving Hulk Hogan fan.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm a Real American's playing in the background of this picture.
Oh, it definitely was. Definitely was.
But like, no, for real. Like, Tommy, more suspenders and bow ties, bro. This is a good look for you.
More suspenders. And
The haircut, beautiful. Do that again. I'm about this. I am. I support.
Have I? We're completely off topic. Have I showed you the one picture that like I still have of me and my dad?
No.
I'll show you right now. It's from another one of my birthday parties because people took a lot of pictures of my birthdays, I guess. And I can tell you who the other people are in the picture too. You can't really see his face, so it's like that. Damn it! Hold on. Did I save it? Did I even? Hello? God damn it! Hold on. Fuck! I closed it. Give me a second. Sorry. Yeah, but you can't really see his face in the picture, which like that happens because his head is kind of down. But you can show Timmy's picture before I send mine. Wait, did I see?
Oh, look at that man.
Look at that man. That is a man.
You got nice features, Timmy. Maybe a haircut, and that's just from somebody who's bald and can't grow hair, so like fuck you. But like you trim that shit up nice and neat, you're a snack.
He also said that was like 5 years ago. All right. It's sent. So take a guess on which one my dad is.
The guy on the couch closest to you in the hat?
Mm-hmm. That's my dad. That's David in the flesh. Well, in a picture, but yeah.
I honestly thought it was the guy in the middle. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because that's either a black man or Terry Funk. I'm not sure which.
Oh,
Is your dad Terry Funk?
No, my dad is not Terry
Does
Funk.
your dad look like Terry Funk?
I don't think so.
Because in this picture, he looks a lot like Terry Funk.
It's like he does have the mustache. That I
Is
do
he the
remember.
Italian one? Is that why he's so dark?
He's that. I literally got into fights with people in my grade. I don't remember when, like, because this poster was posted on Facebook and I was tagged in it, and people were like, "Katie's dad's black. What? That's crazy." And I was like, "He's literally not, though." Like,
I mean, I get that dark, so I get it. When I tan, I get dark.
yeah. So like, if I like actually like sit in the sun, then yeah, I'll get like I won't get that dark, but I'll get pretty fucking dark. But the guy in the middle is actually my grandma's current husband. His name is Paul. Oh, and there's Hector.
Hector felt left out.
Hector Zeroni in all his glory. But yeah, the guy in the middle is my grandfather, and then the guy next to him is my great-grandfather.
All right.
Yeah.
So your dad's Terry Funk. That's cool.
My dad is not Terry Funk. He also
you could have been Katie Funk.
No.
Listen, I'd take Katie Funk over Katie Dittler any day. So
listen, when I found out that was his last name, I was like, ew. Because like I didn't know for the longest time until I saw my birth certificate.
Katie Funk might stick.
I want the group chat to like figure it out. Like, do you just call me Katie Funk out of context and see what they do? Because I guarantee none of them would listen to the post show.
Yeah, TC might skim to find Vince in the T-shirt that he was supposed to wear,
and not show up, and he'll be like, "Not fuck this." Yeah, no, my dad is not Terry Funk. He does not. He looks pretty bad now from the last picture I saw of him. Looking a little rough, which, sorry, bud. Sucks to suck.
A lot of people won't get this. Some people will. I don't know who's still listening other than Tommy. But every time I hear the word funk, all I think of is funky towel. Towel's got the funk. From Joe's Apartment. I don't know. Hold on.
It's going to get you copy strike. I already know.
Why?
I just have a feeling. Maybe play it like real quiet. Well, I don't even know if it's
not a real song.
Sound.
It's something from a movie. It's a movie clip. It shouldn't get us in trouble.
Shouldn't get us in trouble, keyword.
Hey, it's Dana.
Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. Fuck off, Dana from StreamYard. The ad pisses me off. Ew. What the fuck was that?
So Joe's Apartment is a movie.
This is gonna be one of those movies you make me fucking watch on.
It's not a horror movie.
Oh, thank God.
It's not a horror movie. Let's see what I've got here. So, based on popular short film, this comedy focuses on Joe, played by Jerry O'Connell, a young man who has moved from Iowa to downtown New York City. After settling into his grimy apartment, Joe discovers that his home is it is home to a legion of talking and singing cockroaches. Although having many bugs for roommates has its drawbacks, Joe finds the roaches to be friendly and good-natured, and they aid him in wooing the lovely Lily, played by Megan Ward, as well as in contending with his mean landlord, played by Don Ho.
Wow. Okay.
In a nutshell, it is listed as sophomoric, vulgar, and lyrical.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. No thanks.
I feel like this was an MTV movie.
I got a lot of other shit.
It was. On the cover, it has MTV.
Well, that fucking makes sense. Timmy wants to know.
Actually MTV's first movie.
Oh, that's terrible. He wants to know when trivia is so we can put it in his calendar. He'll forget.
We have not figured that out yet. Once we get through Leprechaun. Well, yes and no. So we are set through Leprechaun. We said trivia. I will try and make it this month, but I need people to be free to come and do trivia. I need everyone to be like, yeah, I'm in, and get enough people to do a thing of trivia. So it hinges on who I can get to come do it.
Okay. Now, obviously, we know
you and Timmy are not enough to do a trivia.
I mean, well, Reek seemed interested. Did you have we confirmed it for the day?
That's why I said we don't know yet. So
okay, well, I'll yell at him later and be like, "Are we doing this or no?"
Because Just also has every Wednesday off, but I don't know if he's going to want to do trivia or not.
Wednesday?
Every Monday in March off. I don't know why I said Wednesday.
I don't know where Wednesday came from, but
Adams.
True.
So
okay, so
tentatively,
we'll ask. We'll ask again. Get actual physical answers.
Let's see. I have what? I didn't. Oh, duh. I do that every time. So getting off Leprechaun.
Mm-hmm.
I do have it scheduled for March 31st. I got a different calendar app just for podcast stuff.
Smart.
And I just started putting in what I plan on doing for podcasts. So Apron Bump and Smackin' It Raw was supposed to be today because I didn't edit it for tomorrow. Smackin' It Raw, Smackin' It Raw, Smackin' It Raw. And I can add notes. So next week we're gonna have Heels for Life. The week after that, we're gonna have Wednesday Night Wallop. So I know who my guests are gonna be.
Oh, okay. So when you sent that message, I thought you meant both of them together, and I got very confused.
Yeah. Okay. No. So there's going to be the 4 gentlemen from Heels for Life next week, or 4 gentlemen from Heels for Life next week,
and that is also why I'm going to be here, because I know you like having someone you're comfortable with.
True. And then Wednesday Night Wallop on the 16th.
Okay.
And yeah, I got to go from there. But
okay.
I mean, you'll make me feel comfortable. You did know some things. You did pretty good when we ran through trivia.
You did know things.
Miracle Whip is my safe word.
Ew. Miracle Whip is gross. Hot take. Miracle Whip is nasty.
All right. I think we've done enough for this evening. How do you feel about that, Katie?
We've done some damage.
Come back and do it tomorrow?
Hell yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. Specifically you, Tommy. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Unlock this door.
Okay, I'll be right up. I locked the door.
Did he end it or no? He didn't. I will end it. Okay, bye. No, not the rack. Matt's got things to do. I'm ending this.